mid-tier talks, where us, with our normal, average, uncarried mid-tiers, are here to explain to you why you're all shit and carried, okay? That's what we're here for. I'm Ellinell.
Born.
And this right here is the heroes and villains tier list. That's right. So, let's be clear. Let's be 100% clear with ourselves. Let's be real. Durham.
Omega carry.
Omega carry.
Okay. Gotta be real, bro. Have you seen how many motherfuckers these be pressing buttons?
They just be pressing.
And you just gotta deal with it. How many times you sat in shield and someone just goes, and it's all +7.
Saw Bethel get a 0 to death off of grab once, and I was like, carries.
Carry motherfucker.
Top tier carries to. I'm tired of people saying Luigi's mid tier. It's just not true. It's just true. It's just
the mid tiers are here to set the score. Favorites of heroes or villains. I'm not even gonna go through all the tiers. You all can read. We're just gonna have to get through into it, and everything will be explained along the way.
Yeah.
I want to start us off.
We'll get to each of the tiers individually, sooner or later.
Everything's in alphabetical order.
Absolutely.
I want us to go for Airborne Archer.
What the hell? Your target? What's this guy got a target on his back?
Airborne Archer is my goal.
Okay.
I love
It's because Robin.
Yes, but
You
it's
love
a personal thing. However,
this right here is an honest mid tier.
yeah, this motherfucker's so hard to play. Everyone just goes, oh, just spend Arc Fire and it's Arc Thunder. And just
What if I run out?
Shield, you can roll it, it's all minus, it's all fake. None of it's true, you're all getting matchup checked. I played...
My character loses though. My character loses this character.
Yeah, that's fair, you get a plus on that. Don't worry, buddy.
W.
In my eyes, anti-hero. But...
Anti-hero's crazy.
I think, because he uses the most vile tools I've ever seen in my life.
What the hell?
Look, Arc Thunder Ledge
Wait.
Thunder Ledge Trapping is not honest. But it also is honest at the same time. And it does eliminate the cheeses.
It's true.
Therefore...
This right here, I still can't get over. What's that Twitter thing about, like, oh, Robin beat Steve?
Not true.
What's that fucking Twitter thing? Not true.
Sword, right?
It's all
they
fake.
see a sword. They see Levin's sword. And Levin's sword's transcendent.
Okay.
Which means it doesn't interact with shit.
Yeah.
So it goes through blocks.
Is it?
Yes, Levin's sword's transcendent.
I didn't know.
So it just goes boom, boom, boom. And everyone just goes, yeah, this beat Steve, I'm sure. But when you're fighting Super Saiyan God, Super Steve, shit doesn't matter. This motherfucker does not beat Steve.
Say, I gotta tell you this is character you play. I'm tired of characters turning blue on me. I'm tired of characters going blue on me.
Listen, Arsene's red.
Alright.
What was red, okay?
Okay.
He ain't blue, he just got blue all.
Alright.
Styling.
Hey, I mean, okay. So, Airborne Archer, anti-hero.
That's my take.
Anti-hero. I think I agree with that. I mean, the Airborne... I've talked with Ben. Ben's adamant that Robin is, like, not bad, actually.
Yes.
Ben believes in Robin, which I actually really respect, because I, as a mid-tier player, do not believe in my character whatsoever. My character's garbage.
This guy plays on. It's kind of very to low tier, and be real. Listen, mid.
I mean,
low tier, and he's still.
If we're gonna be real, we both play low tiers as well.
Yeah, true.
We just be, we call it mid for the.
It's just for the top.
Of course, for the top.
Him.
Absolutely,
it's fine.
Rolls off the tongue. But like, I can respect anyone who will pick a character that's like uncommon and weird, and be like, yeah, I have these other secondaries that I'm alright at. Like, I'm alright at Seth, I'm alright at Sora, I could play these characters. Seth's not even great, he's not amazing. He's fine, he's better than Robin, probably.
He's better than Robin, let's be clear.
Let's be 200% clear, Seth is better than Robin. So, but chooses to play Robin because he just really likes Robin.
And do you know how much I respect that? That's my goal.
That's an anti-hero.
That is an anti-hero.
That's an anti-hero. I'm willing to put that on an anti-hero. Absolutely. A little bit of dishonesty goes a long way.
It's okay.
A little bit of forward air 11 off ledge.
A bit of knowledge checking. That's on you, buddy.
Yeah. Fair. If you live in the region and you don't have the knowledge, that's your problem. It's actually your fault.
Check.
Legit.
Alchemy.
So, okay. Oh, yeah, actually, it's alphabetical order, because I was gonna clock out some people who's like, I know their location.
If you want to go enough, if you want to do it, this is...
Okay. We'll do alchemy, because we already said her name, and then I'll get to some...
So we've talked about alchemy plays Sephiroth.
Alchemy plays Sephiroth.
Dashback F-Tilt Merchant. Also, like, barely plays the game anymore. Oh, respect the people.
Big card game player. But there's two places, let's be clear. When you play fighting games and then you retire, you go to one of two places. You go to the card game retirement home, or you go to Final Fantasy XIV retirement home. There's two retirement homes, you gotta pick one. She picked the former.
I'm gonna be real, I know Piper as a person. She wants to be a villain so bad.
I was literally about to say this, but I think it's so funny because I feel like whenever anyone sees Piper play, they're low-key like, be funny if Piper won.
Yeah.
I watched Piper against you in that one set in Durham where you lost.
Yeah.
Because you were playing like an idiot.
Yeah.
Playing like a fucking moron.
Everyone gets one.
Everyone gets one. I mean, that's what happens as well when we play like mid-tiers, right?
Yeah.
Like you play a mid-tier.
You're so likely to get cheesed by these motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I mean,
sometimes you just lose.
sometimes you just lose. Yeah.
And you just have to hold that.
You get off the slashed at ledge one too many times and you die. Like it is what it is. I think anytime anyone sees Alchemy play, it's like, yeah, that's someone who like I'd love to see her win.
Yeah.
I'd love to watch her win this right now actually. Like when she beat you, I kind of popped off, and then she was beating Jackie, and I was like, check your shit. It's like, get your fucking money up. I was buzzing.
So we both have a census on this.
Yeah.
Hero but thinks they're a villain.
I think so. I think that makes sense. I think that perfectly makes sense.
Tries too hard. She wants to be evil so bad.
Yeah.
But when you see...
I think a lot of Sephiroth players are like this, you know.
Yeah, I'd agree.
They want to be a villain, because if you're playing Seph, it's because he's edgy.
Yeah, you think he's got the fucking...
I'm fucking leaning back on, G'day. I wish we could turn on English voices, bro. I want to hear him go, perish.
Nah, I think it's funny.
I'd love it. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's pretty agreeable. I think there are not many people who are like, because I think it's fair to say that Alchemy is in like the sort of lower echelon of the skill levels within the region, obviously. I think it's hard to see many people who are like in low levels, like lower echelons, and be like, yeah, they're a villain. Half the time a villain is someone who wins, unless they're like clown tier.
That is a clown tier. The clown tier is someone who talks so much shit, but just never wins anything.
I got a clown tier for you.
You want to go into a clown tier? This is my only other goal.
Cody's a yapper, bro.
Listen.
You called him a goat, but every other week he's trying to get off Joker and play like Samus.
That's true. He's trying to go from an honest mid-tier to top of the pack carry.
One time he tried to play Wii Fit.
Well, that's a bottom tier.
Yeah, mid-tier to bottom one. Like, I don't know, man. Cody just says shit. The thing with Cody, okay, with Cody,
This is your point.
you have to have the context of whenever he plays any other fighting game, and he just says shit. He was playing very first time he plays Strive. He sat there playing it, and he's like playing like day one scrubby games with like him and J-Bell. And he like whiffs he's playing Ramlethal, by the way. He's playing Strive Ramlethal. Top 5, belligerent, massive buttons, crazy conversions, everything. And he has the gall in the middle to be like, Reps aren't very good in this game. It's game for like 30 minutes.
To be clear, come on, when you throw swords with Ram, you can't use them anymore. You've just lost a tool.
Where's my sword?
Where's my sword?
Sword check. Like,
as much as I hate to see my goat down there, you've kind of made a point.
Kind of right.
I think
it's the same in every game I play with Cody.
If Cody does that in other games,
I'll play him in like SF6, and it's so funny because he'll like me and Brandon talked about this one time. We'll play against Cody, and the easiest way to beat him is to just pick one strategy and just do it over and over. So he'll be like, "Oh, he's like, you keep throwing me." I'm like, "Well, yeah, because you keep getting thrown." Or like similar adjacent mechanics.
Yeah.
Like one time during Smash, like he was playing like Wicket, and he said like, "Oh, I've noticed you grab a lot," because he just gets grabbed every time. So grab a lot. It's like, I guess, but like that's because you're getting grabbed. That's a clown tier right there.
You just get hit by that move a lot. Are you gonna do anything about it? I guess not.
And then you just do it again.
No, go on, fair. Yeah.
They're in fighting games. Let's be clear. There's no reason ever to stop doing something unless someone proves they can adapt to it. My goat, Connor, the other day.
You want to talk about Connor? Okay.
Talk about Connor. My goat right here, Connor. The other day, was in he was in MD and he had to play Arch Nemesis in Winners Round 1, as one has to.
Sometimes that happens.
Sometimes it occurs.
You just get Nemi on your side.
You have to play Nemi Round 1.
Hope you're not playing against Ryu, buddy.
And apparently Connor was like putting in work actually. Apparently Nemi like never adapted to the way Connor was hitting back, was like placing like the back airs, like paddling back airs.
Playstyle. It's like space.
Yeah, exactly. It's just spaced out.
Because you don't know why. He's learning the right of the way. He's learning
the
right path to learn the game. Because
I've been saying.
Now, when Connor plays this game, right?
Yeah.
He's picking up any character and he goes, you know what? I think I've got ideas for this. Because he's got his ledge trapping down. He's got the neutral down. And now he can just pick up other characters and just go, you know what? I can learn from this.
I can understand this kind of game.
We were talking about Connor playing Pit, just in friendlies or online.
Yeah. So funny, by the way, he had to play a Pit in losers of that bracket.
Did he actually?
Yeah, he had to play a Pit.
Awesome. Connor's got a good Pit. I think it's alright.
Just watching it, wasn't that bad. I was like, oh yeah,
so Connor's skill level? Big dog.
This is what I've been saying, right? Is that like, okay, there are some people who like learned the game wrong. You know what I mean? Like, okay, if I go down here, I love Kieran, but he knows that he learned the game wrong because he played DDD and got poisoned by Wi-Fi. So he's relearning the game pretty much with a new character.
You make a fair point. Since we've both agreed, I am gonna.
That's our hero.
Oh, bugger
Goes my hero.
Connor is a hero.
That's a hero.
Very clear.
This is the guy who, like, no matter who he's against, he could be against anyone. He could be against Spargo, MPLO. He could be against Jermaine. He could be against like any of these people on this tier list, and I'd be rooting for Connor to win.
Yeah.
He'd be against me. I'd be like, hope he wins.
I love people who ask for advice. I do not care what advice. If you ask me what's a pivot, I'll be like, this would be like one of the most simplest things in the universe, and I would still expect.
But I'm glad you asked.
I'm glad you asked.
Absolutely.
Please come to me for advice. I want you to get better at this game.
Yeah.
Connor might be one of the most. I'm going to ask anyone for advice, and I don't care who they are.
Absolutely.
Best mentality in the entire universe.
Absolutely. Like,
I love this guy.
His mentality's so good, and it's just because I've told him this before as well. Because he'll lose some games to people where I'm like, you shouldn't have lost that. Like, I think you're probably high key, like fundamentally better. You shouldn't have lost. You just got like. I don't know, you got like stress, there's like tension or stuff like this. I was like, okay.
But then he goes out of it and he's like, okay, well now I've got something to
exactly.
Work. He goes, this is the next thing.
You'd even be, that's what I'm saying as well, right? Is like, there's a weird, in fighting games, there's a weird bell curve you hit where like, people on like the lower end of the bell curve, right, will be dominated by someone who is kind of just like, they picked like a kind of cheeser strategy, and they like kind of use that, right? And they just kind of abuse that. And people on the lower end will lose to that regardless of how fundamentally strong they are, because it's just hard to deal with, and you don't know that much. And this is true in every fighting game, you know. If you play like Street Fighter 6, or even like Guilty Gear Strive, you play Guilty Gear Strive, you hop on online, and you play against someone playing fucking Mei doing Totsugeki. They can be the worst player in the world, but if they're Totsugekiing slightly correctly, you will lose, unless you know how to deal with Totsugeki.
Yeah.
So you'll just lose anyway. But like, I mean, even you lost to Kieran's DDD that one time because you didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah. Everyone gets one.
Everyone gets one.
Everyone gets one. That's fine. I'm gonna give a bet. I've
got a couple more than one.
I want to give a special shout out to someone in particular, right?
Yeah.
Bro comes to every weekly, and like, I love this motherfucker so much.
Yeah.
I've been watching him from the back.
Are we talking about Deathmark?
I love. Get this motherfucker up here. I love Deathmark so much. I look at his results, and he comes O2 every week. Bless his fucking heart.
Yeah.
But he comes every goddamn week.
He's every week playing.
He is my favourite player. I'm in the back rooting, watching every time I want.
You're so right, though. You're so right.
I want you to get better. I want you to take one set. I don't care who it is. I'm the Deathmark's biggest.
This is the goat right there.
I love Deathmark so much.
You're absolutely right.
Up there with a hero just because he's got the goal to keep coming back. And it's all about... I hate when people fucking start crying and yapping. Like, sometimes it's okay to get upset, but it's like, if you get upset every single week, come on, man.
You got to get a grip eventually. You got to get
Deathmark's going O2 every week and still comes back. It's short.
That's raw.
Goal.
That is raw. That is
I love this guy so much.
I mean, it's the classic thing, like, say what you want, but, like, people who go, like, 0-2 or 1-2 or even 2-2, that's the backbone of the scene, effectively.
Yes.
You don't have a majority of the bracket otherwise. Like, if the bracket was only top 10 PR, it'd be fucking boring. Be super boring.
There's no point.
It's pointless. Exactly. There's no conviction.
So I gotta give a special shout out to this guy.
Absolutely. I love Deathmark. Deathmark's the GOAT. And in general, anyone who shows up consistently, like, every week, regardless. You know who I actually really appreciate, okay, and this is like a small thing?
Yeah.
I appreciate people who show up every week and don't necessarily play because they don't like the game and they know they don't like the game, but they like the community, so they show up anyway.
I feel like this is one person.
Which is why I gotta give 2 shout-outs.
Okay, I had one person.
Brandon shows up more.
Brandon is absolutely up there.
To be fair, Brandon is low-key... Brandon's low-key an anti-villain, bro.
Anti-villain?
Because, dude, the amount that he pisses off Connor and shit. But he's doing it in such a way, he's not even, like, cheesing people that bad, he's just playing Insim.
Yeah, he just...
But, like, seriously, what?
Just plays heavies.
Yeah, the thing is, Brandon wins with fundamentals, because I've seen him play other fighting games, and he actually has really solid fundamentals. He just doesn't have any execution. So he's just an anti-villain. Like, just doing... Now, let's be clear, Moon, this guy's a complainer. This guy's a villain. I don't care about this guy. Boy!
Small fuck.
Yap.
Let's be clear, I love Tavit. Lovely individual.
Yeah.
Very passionate about fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
Bro hates Smash. That's okay.
That's fine.
Biggest yapper I know in my life.
Biggest yapper I've ever met. Dude.
I've heard some rumours. Are we changing drinking bracket rules to be fighting games only? Just so it's in his favour, though. The fact that it's...
He's saying this, but if there is another drinking bracket, he probably isn't playing in it. He'll probably just yell it. He said this before.
I'm yapping then. That's okay.
Oh, we're gonna yap back at this guy. Oh, yeah. This guy deserves some yapping. This guy told me that he figured out he doesn't like Strive because he doesn't like how combos feel, which is schizophrenic.
The combos feel great. What?
It feels great. I think the game's super DIY.
It's so nice.
Listen, Crossman, I'm talking to you right now. I'm talking to you personally. I'll tell you what. Roman cancel system and just the general, the feel of Strive feels better than Drive Rush, Heavy Punch, Drive Rush, Heavy Punch, Drive Rush, level 3. Feels better. Let it be known. Eat shit. Eat my whole asshole and cock and balls. That's all I gotta say.
Moving on.
That's all I gotta say.
You brought up Brandon. We're talking big bodies here.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the biggest hero of the big bodies.
Yeah.
We're talking J-Bell.
Oh, the goat.
This motherfucker's a hero, in my opinion.
I think he's an anti-hero.
You think he's an anti-hero?
Because when Kazuya comes out,
oh god,
that's even more, bro. Kazuya and Me Gunner. He's been playing, dude. You should see him. You should see him when he plays Me Gunner online, and he just sits there throwing missiles at full screen. He's having the time of his fucking life. He has so much fun. Sat there.
J-Bell's the fucking NASA spawner who does nothing in top lane for like 20 minutes, come back 600 stack.
Call him a NASA.
Oh, what's up, guys? How you doing? I'm just like, I'm just having fun doing my own thing. You guys can play the game. I don't really care. I'm not going to play the game, but you just do it.
Actually, J-Bell's a definition of a top laner. Like, this is someone who's just doing his own thing. He plays fucking Ganon, Me Gunner, Kazuya, and actively he loves Me Gunner.
Oh god.
Because he specifically loves... I don't know if you've seen his Me Gunner.
I've played as Me Gunner.
You played as Me Gunner. I thought you had played it online.
I've played it
as well. But,
it's an okay Me Gunner.
It's alright.
It's alright.
It's alright.
It's filled with criminal activity, though.
Yeah, that's why he's an anti-hero.
Okay.
J-Bell's a cheeser through and through, like, let's be clear. He loves cheesing people. But it's in such a way where he's doing it for the low-tier agenda.
Yeah.
He's doing it fucking Me Gunner and Ganon. And when he plays Kazuya, his Kazuya's not even like... It's mostly a Fundy's Kazuya.
It can do electric.
Yeah.
That's bypassing 50% of the game.
50% of neutral.
That's just we've already skipped neutral if you have electric.
Absolutely. I mean, I think Kazuya... Even if you just know electric, the thing about Kazuya, like, I think electric wind is, like, very obnoxious, obviously, but I think electric wind doesn't actually lock off the game. The Kazuya shit that, like, locks off the game is, like, the tech that's actually applicable, like Ferb's tech and stuff, where it's like, oh, care what you do on the platform.
Yeah, you just skipped this whole interaction. This combo's gonna be true anyway.
And stuff like, I don't know, like, Kazuya's weaknesses are, like, poor neutral and like struggle
But
with movement a
poor
little bit.
neutral asterisk.
Yeah, but then you get good at like crouch dash cancelling,
Yeah.
and you just suddenly every time a zoner whiffs on you, within half a second you're on them.
Yeah, just go for it. And people with low aerials like Joker back.
But Jimbo just never lets that stick.
Let's be clear. If you get good at crouch dashing, moves that don't last long, like Joker back air, middest move in the whole game, by the way.
Exceedingly mid.
Exceedingly mid.
Known for being mid.
Active for
Unfortunately, still better than Ridley back end.
It is better than that.
It's definitely,
I'll give you that.
definitely that.
Crouch dash. So Joker back air lasts 2 frames.
Yeah.
Same with ZSS back air.
Well,
And like other moves that like don't last forever.
that like just happened. If a few moves last for one frame,
Bye bye. Bonk. 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 Bonk.
Popeye. Why I order?
Thanks for playing the game, bro.
How's you doing fucking crouch dash you, Ricky? When I catch you, Ricky? When I catch you, Ricky?
J-Bell's an anti-hero. I like that.
Honest anti-hero, I think. I agree. He's got some cheese in him, but it's very great and good.
I want to go back in alphabetical order because I've had my eyes on Aru for a little bit right now. And
as the world's biggest Yoshi enjoyer, what do you think?
you want to talk about cheese real quick?
Talk about cheese to me. Tell me about cheese.
Talk about playing the game.
Tell me about
Do
cheese.
you want to talk about neutral and interacting with your opponent? Do you want to talk about frame data and minus on shield? Because Yoshi has none of those. This motherfucker, he'd be one of the cringiest, biggest cheeses in this entire game. But people go, but he's a brawl, he's not got disjoints. I don't fucking care. That shit is -2. It's plus. If it's minus more than 3, it's plus.
It's minus more than 3.
You get what I'm saying, Reed? You know what I'm saying? However,
yeah.
that's a foreshadowing right there.
Yeah.
Charizard might be one of the loveliest Yoshi players I know my entire life. However, they are a down B spammer. They love down B. They love their neutral. They do understand the game. But I think there's some things they've got to work on. In that regard,
I mean, sure.
they're trying their best to be a hero. They just love Yoshi. And that's a problem. However, when you're dealt with the curse, you've just got to deal with it.
It's funny.
And you've got to deal with Yoshi. Sorry, go ahead.
It's funny though, right? Because it's like... I feel bad sometimes, because I feel like the majority of the people who play Yoshi because they just really, really like Yoshi.
Yeah, no,
Like-
absolutely. That's
Like, just as a character, they really like Yoshi. Just his entire branding is around Yoshi. Aru has played Yoshi since, like, Brawl. Or some shit. Like, Aru just plays Yoshi in every game. They just play Yoshi. Like, you know, people who play Yoshi really like Yoshi. Which is fine.
That's the curse. You get to playing Yoshi. You skip the game.
But I also like watching Aru win.
I also am an Aru.
I like when Aru wins.
That's the thing. I think Aru is hard to find. Aru has also come asking for multiple answers. Like, they're struggling with something, they need an answer to something. They would always come to me and ask for help, and I will always appreciate someone who comes and asks for help, someone who doesn't.
Yeah.
So, for all I've said, I think Aru's an anti-hero.
Really?
Someone who is trying their best to do the good
But is
thing,
harnessing the dark arts.
but has to harness the dark arts that they wield, you know?
I see it.
It's Sasuke with the dark mark.
I did not call Aru Sasuke.
It's Sasuke with the curse mark.
What the hell's Naruto?
It's one of Naruto where they're trying to do their best thing for their tribe and their village.
I would agree.
But
you know,
is cursed with the mark that's on their shoulder.
you know what else I do respect Aru for though? Aru's not much of a whiner. You know what I mean? Some people will lose a bad match because Yoshi does have bad matchups.
Yes, absolutely, without question.
This character's got some -2s. But there are some people who will like play this character in like majority of matchups, belligerence. And then they come across a character that can't do that on, and they start being like, I play a -2 bracket, sigh. Guess I'll lose, sigh.
I'm gonna say it for you. All I know is right to the rules path
Dude.
was Samus. Min Min. Bro.
Guess who I would have had to play if I beat the Min Min?
Don't know.
Yes. Samus, Min Min, Samus. Genuinely, I was in the middle of the Min Min game. I'd already found out like Sham had like won and got through. It's like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to play Sham if I.
She played Chiggles, so you would have to play Pithra otherwise.
Get to play Pithra. Like.
You could Ridley, nah, maybe, and that's it. The thing is, you were forced onto Hero, and even then, bounce lasts 13 seconds. If you as a Samus have to not interact for 13 seconds...
Samus buttons are low-key better than heroes.
Yeah, they absolutely are.
Like, just the brawling tools that the character gets.
Thing.
Like...
It's hilarious.
And when I don't have balance, like... Whatever, don't care.
Let's move on.
Well, don't care. I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm not even thinking about it.
Ari's an
Point is,
anti-hero.
Ari's not a complainer, which is why Ari's firm
Big not complainer.
harnesser of the dark arts, okay? I gotta say this.
Go ahead.
Should be the king of the Any is a hero.
Jermaine is the biggest hero.
He's the hero.
Jermaine might be the main character.
He might be the protagonist of us all, I think.
Jermaine, like, of the Northeast,
Of the greater scene of the Any, he's the protagonist.
he is the CEO of Fundies.
CEO
in
of
the Northeast.
Fundies still loses with Roy.
Oh, don't talk.
Unfortunately. Maybe this means Roy's not Fundies.
Plays Crom Cloud. Cheapest motherfucking character duo I've heard in my entire life.
I loved how Galaxy put this. Galaxy talked to us. Galaxy was like, yeah, I love fighting Jermaine more than anyone else, not because of like the matchup or anything necessarily, but just because he just holds forward.
Yeah.
So like if he wanted, he's like, if Jermaine wanted to, he could hold back and limit charge, and then like probably beat me out with limit. But he doesn't, because he just wants to hold forward.
He's going to hold forward, and he's also going to outplay you.
Yeah.
He's going to back out your shield, and he's going to know the last 5 interactions that happen. He's going to know if you're a shielder, he's going to know if you're a jumper, he's going to know if you're an air dodger. He's gonna
Roll inner, roll outer.
He's going to keep track of all of that shit. That simple back air is the biggest information gain tool no one else uses in their entire life.
Jermaine probably has some of the best information keeping of anyone. Well, definitely anyone in the region.
Yes.
Anyone I've ever met in Smash is like quite close as well. His information keeping's incredible.
There's a reason Jermaine is king of the hill.
That is the king of the hill. I did give him the crown.
And I don't mean to undermine other people, because I know Callum has sets, but when it comes to CEO Fundies of the Northeast, Jermaine's cool.
It's Jermaine.
Bro gets it to an unbelievable degree.
Tell you what, speaking of Callum, I see him poking out of the bottom right, he's staring at me right there.
Everyone knows where Callum is on this tier list.
The biggest op. The biggest op himself.
The biggest
op. Give him a new tier. He is the biggest op. Oh shit, I made it above. Wait, can I move it down? Yeah, I can. That's
biggest op.
the biggest op. He's lighter.
Listen, I have nothing against Callum.
I've got some things.
I love Callum.
I've got 1 or 2 Nares out of shield against him.
That's okay.
Like, okay. Listen. That's very... Oh my god, you can't read the text because of the font. Hold. That's what it means to be the biggest op right there. Let me turn it to like this color. There we go. Okay, listen. Callum is really... Listen, Callum's great. He's funny. Okay, that's a funny guy. He's definitely good at the game, obviously.
Amazing.
He's amazing at the game.
Absolutely amazing at the game.
Holy shit, dude.
Might be the biggest villain out. Loves to see people. He will do anything just so he can win.
Absolutely.
He loves winning so much. He might be the biggest winner I've seen out of most people just because they strive for victory.
It's not just that he wins, it's that he's a taunter.
He's a big taunter.
He's a little bit... In like real life, he is a taunter.
People... Big absolute menace as well.
Like, remember when he put out the thing where it was like, if any Durham player beats... Or like, if anyone beats me, they get 15 quid. If they beat me with a top tier, like in the S plus of the official tier list, they get 40 quid. Which was clearly targeted at me, by the way.
Definitely.
Clearly targeted at me.
Well, it's... But however, that's just the life you've got to live as a mid-tier. People try to tell you how to play the game.
It's beat him with Hero eventually.
Yeah.
I beat him with Hero.
people try to tell you how to play the game. They don't get it.
They don't get it.
They don't know.
They don't understand what it's like to hit skill, to feel the dopamine rush. But like,
they don't understand the honesty that it takes to play this game.
absolutely.
It's vile
Not
that
honest.
people get to skip a lot of these factors. Palutena up air is not
I mean, it's not
War
right.
Prime. Explosive Flame Merchant, by the way.
Absolutely. Legion loves explosive flame. I think that's part of what makes him such an op though, right? Because I think the optimal way to play Palutena high key is to literally just shit out normals. Like, shitting out the normals is like the best way to play Palutena. Like, if you theoretically just completely only do that. Lightor loves doing shit with explosive flame to get an edge. Because I think completely fucking someone up with like an air dodge read into explosive flame brings him the greatest joy of anything he's ever experienced in his life. I think it brings him great joy.
Biggest stop.
And it's just the little interactions he has when it's like, I don't know, he'll like hear, like, he's someone who very much so likes to be locked in on the game, okay?
Yeah.
He likes to be locked in. So when a noise happens in the background, he gives the death stare to whoever made it. The Lighto death stare. It's like, okay. Whoa, don't fuck with this guy. Whoa.
It's valid, though. It's very valid.
I get it.
I get it.
I don't care, personally.
I absolutely care. If I get nudged on the shoulder, you're getting shoulder tackled to the floor.
I find it funny. To be fair, I don't like being like, yeah, like shoulder nudges and stuff while playing, but that's more so just to like, that's more so just because like, it's like, just move around, bro. Just lock in, bro. But like, yeah, I don't know, like, Lighto, everything about Lighto is the biggest op. The fact that he just plays a character that, I think it helps. Palutena's a character that when you lose to Palutena, it's so hard to diagnose what went wrong sometimes.
Yeah.
It's so hard to... Losing to Palutena sometimes is as simple as, I got hit by the wrong button too many times. Or like, I got stuck at ledge and I didn't get off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of many things could go wrong, and sometimes the character can feel so oppressive, depending on the matchup, right? It's like, oh, I got hit by up air, and I couldn't get down, because up air is so, like, big, right?
Yeah, stupid.
Or like, I got stuck at ledge and I couldn't get off, because the ledge trapping's so strong. It's like, oh, I got hit by Nair, because I jumped, and I took 50. Like, shit.
Well, half that is your fault. Don't jump.
It's all your fault.
Don't jump.
Well, this is the problem, right? Because all of it is diagnosable. It's not quite the same as like, oh, I lost to Samus.
It's true.
Because of Samus's broken ledge trapping. I don't think to myself, oh, I lost to Palutena because the ledge trapping is broken. It's just not.
No.
It's broken.
You just got outplayed.
Yeah, and you know what?
Honest.
On it, it's
But still the biggest top.
but still absolutely the biggest.
Still the
one.
biggest top.
Not even close.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you have anyone in mind? Because I have someone in mind.
Go ahead.
I want to talk about probably the biggest anti-hero.
Really?
Who's folded with the curse of loving their character too much.
Is it Jimothy?
It's Bethulk.
Oh, Bethulk.
It's Bethulk.
Okay.
Bethulk loves Luigi. I have put them in.
I love the concept of curse of loving their character.
So.
I'm not hearing it. This character's high tier.
No, but the thing is,
Okay.
right, Bethulk may be one of the nicest people I've ever met in the entire universe. Absolutely definitely the most polite.
I can tell that people love this guy
I love him.
because I saw Command meet Bethulk, and within the same week he had Bethulk as his tag in
Yeah.
bracket. I was like, okay.
They played against me, and it's just like, damn. They met for like maybe half an hour, 20 minutes.
No, they'll probably just
Number one Bethulk fan in the universe. Bethulk?
Bethulk mogging the competition.
We don't know Bethulk. Bethulk might be the most combo-less Luigi I've seen in my entire life. It's pure fundamentals. I have never been jab-checked by anyone in this entire tier list, except maybe you.
I think I've definitely pressed jab on you.
Yeah.
I love doing jab 1, jab 2, dash back.
Yeah.
So that, but like, yeah.
I've thought of someone else who actually does jab-check, which is just Callum, but that's okay. But
That's a top lane.
Jab-checks my shield and sees if it does an option and always reacts out of it, and I'm like, every time, I'm like, that was fucking most beautiful things. However,
That's fundamental.
when it comes to Luigi combos, we're lacking in that department, which is the entire identity of Luigi, and I am amazed Bethulk gets sets just by having the love of the character and just like, yep, I got the gift of the gall, I got the knowledge. Most gifted Luigi player. However, if you're not killing off a Nair at 10,
It's hard to play the character.
what are you doing?
Right?
The difference between Bethulk and Luigi is so, like, funny because Luigi hits someone with a down air.
And instantly kills you.
Dead. Gone.
Instantly kills.
Nothing you can do about it. He's already memorized the SDI, the DI. He knows every route. You're dead. But Thulk, you get by with a dare. He'll probably go for a fair right after it or an air.
Yeah.
And try and combo off it.
But tell you what, when he hits you with the nair, you get hit outwards and you go to ledge. His ledge trapping's nice as hell.
It's awesome.
And his edge guarding's nice as hell. And his his neutral's nice as hell. He's just doing it nice as hell.
Bro gets it. I love the Thulk. So I can find.
This is not honest Durham Arcadian second placer.
Honest hero. Anti-hero or hero?
He will become an anti-hero if he can. I saw him hit a couple 0 deaths at the end of the Arcadian. And I was like, yes. I was like Palpatine watching fucking Anakin. Bro.
Finally.
I was like, do it. Do it now, Bethel.
I'll let you have final choice. I say hero, but you can have final choice. Because you've made a fair argument. I think we've both made fair arguments on either side. I'll let you have final decision on where Bethulk will be.
I'm gonna edge Bethulk toward... Bethulk, he's such a nice guy that I can't... I'm not even gonna put him in anti-hero high-key, because he's not even using all the, absolute cheese, right?
Yeah.
I really can't put him in anti-hero. Watching him do a 1 or 2 0 death isn't even oh yeah, that's an anti-hero. He's...
Play the character.
He can stay. That's a hero.
He's a hero.
That's a hero. Carefully now. He's a
Careful
hero.
now. You're on the right path. Don't stray too far now.
Well, I mean, if you want to become... The fact is, though, if you want to become a better Luigi player, you have to learn those.
It's true.
You have to. Because it's just what the character rewards.
I want to... So...
I think he is. He just doesn't like labbing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which J-Ball doesn't like either.
J-Ball will do it. You learn the way that... You would learn the way the fundies, you know?
That's
a nooch. So, speaking of... Since they were both Arcadian Grand Finals, I believe, actually. I think it was.
Do you wanna?
I want to...
It was, if this is what you mean.
I want to talk about Merrick.
Merricat, you know, it's so funny. Because I think... So, Merricat's real name's Enzo. Enzo might be the least assuming person in the entirety of Durham who's, chatted the least shit, said the least things, whatever. Who everybody has on their fucking hit list because they can't stand the characters that Enzo plays.
Merricat's so lovely. I love Merricat. We just talk about anything, and I feel like I go up to him and just chat about the game or anything, or just Persona or anything. Lovely individual.
Enzo Persona guy?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Awesome dude.
Tell him to pick up Joker.
Honestly.
Honest Fundy's character. Honest Fundy's Vintius.
So Merricat plays Falco Min Min.
Yeah.
Very disgusting characters, might I add.
And when the Falco loses, fuck it with Min Min.
Really funny. When the Falco loses, the Min Min's coming out.
And a secret Wario as well, apparently.
There's a secret Wario, which is hilarious. So funny. So, everyone in Durham is getting terrorized by Merricat. Number 1 in the hit list by the people. But from the people watching up, we're looking down and we see Merricat. Love Merricat, man.
I love Merricat.
I love Merricat.
I love Merricat.
Bro is cursed though. However, you can't ignore it. He is a villain.
He is the definition, I think, of he's borderline anti-villain. A villain who I hate that I have to consider him a villain.
He's trying, he really wants to do the right thing. But he can't help it.
But Falco and Min Min, it's too enticing.
It's too much.
Too much.
He really tries.
And people hate it. People can't stand it.
It's fucked up. Pretty fucked up. Getting by Falco, and you see Falco in there in the up tilt, and you don't know what to do about it. You hold that for the rest of the set. You better find an answer.
Find it. I've been telling people what to do about this character, because I consider myself quite good at this matchup, because this is definitely a bad matchup for Ridley.
Oh, awful.
But I do very well into Falcos in bracket, because of my GOAT down here, Neon Radish, who I played Falco Ridley with for 6 hours until 4 AM one time. And he told me everything that he could about Falco counterplaying. Because his Falco's good.
Yeah, I know.
Falco's a solid Falco.
He's got the space, he's down on lock.
Absolutely.
You want to talk about Neon Radish? No, since you're on it.
Neon, I think, actually, in terms of Durham players, I think, is probably the fundamentally soundest I've ever played against. For the sole reason that when he picks up a different game, when he picks up Melee... Have you ever played him in Melee? His move's kind of nice. His Marth in Melee is kind of nice. I played his Marth. I played Falco Dittos with him one time in Melee. My Falco in Melee is like bad.
It's ass.
Because I don't really play Spacies that much.
Yeah.
My Fox is alright. My Falco's not good. Because he just, I don't know. He just doesn't click with me, I guess. But like, I play a bit like Falco mirrors with him, and we would go like pretty even actually. I was like, damn.
Damn.
Except like not bad at Melee.
Yeah.
Obviously.
You got the Melee gene. You got the game gene.
I got legit. I played the game for like 100 hours or so that's enough time to be already.
Give it.
But yeah, like Neon is just the classic person. I think of all the characters he's ever played, and I'm like Falcon, Wolf, Fox. The only like character he's played, like these are all good characters.
Yeah.
Falcon's kind of mid, but like these are all good characters. But they're all like, other than Falco, they're all very normal characters. And at the level that he plays, I would also argue that Falco is pretty normal.
Yeah.
Once you hit
Falco
like,
is normal.
because people start implementing relevant counterplay, like they DI the right directions.
Yeah.
They go for edge guards. A big problem I think people have with Falco, which is why they have trouble with Meerkat, is people don't edge guard.
Yeah.
I think edge guarding
I get scared of Phantasm too as well, like just being in the wrong position.
It's scary, it's scary. But you have to get used to it.
You just gotta get used to it, and once you find the option, you just gotta win.
Yeah, absolutely. Once you're good at dealing with Phantasm, you should, like, Falco should never really get off ledge against you. Or off of, like, the back from offstage, really.
Yeah.
It shouldn't happen very often, at least.
Neon might be the best player at parrying too.
Yeah.
Bro, obviously it's meant for the character. Parry up smash as Fox. One of the best things you can ever do as that character, especially when people are just doing landing aerials all the time.
Yeah.
No one parries like Neon. I feel like I've been parried up smash 7 billion times, and I've not played him recently. That's the unfortunate thing, where I've just not...
It's been a while. It's been a
while.
while. That's the thing, I can always respect anyone as well who just, like, gets a job.
Yeah.
He's been in, oh man, where's he been? I forget where exactly, but he's been in China for the last while, because his girlfriend's from China.
Yes.
So he's been away from the game for a while. He was ill, been to China. Real life version of been to Hawaii and back.
That happens.
Yeah, gets the best of us. But like, to me, I think he's a hero. I think this guy's a hero.
Okay.
I love watching Henry play. I love playing against Henry. I love playing against Henry because he will always, without fail, after we play, he'll stand up, will fist bump, and he'll say, "Forget how much I love playing you." Like to me, and I'll be like, "True, but true."
Hero then.
And then he'll usually slag off checks while saying so, because it's funny.
Everyone loves slagging off checks.
Speaking of, do we want to slag off checks?
Checks might be very sound player, but it can be sometimes very blind to the obvious. And
In which regard?
When I played checks at
we're doing this, yeah.
Weekly, it was we were talking about Sephiroth Joker, and he was saying, I can't fare in this matchup at all because Joker ducks, and I went, you can just F tilt or land your fares a bit better.
Yeah.
And then he went, guess, but like the fact he initially writ it off by himself was such a concerning and like, oh, why? You have the tools, and then we played, and he went Sephiroth, and then he won, and I was just like,
yeah.
Seph is the way, you just gotta believe, man. And he's like, yeah, you know what, you're right.
Checks, I think we've talked about this. Checks is the MK Leo of Durham for a long while, in the sense that he made very questionable character choices.
Yes.
He would play a certain character, but like, what do you do? Like, do you remember, I don't know if you were there for it, for the, there was the one Durham event that we ran for NSE, where it was like the Warwick thing, right?
Yes.
It's like the little Warwick finals thing they did, and they had everyone qualify from different regions. And Destruct from, I think, Newcastle came down. Destruct's a Sephiroth player.
Did not know.
And Chex had to play Destruct in bracket, and he knew Destruct played Seph because they'd played in that, because he'd seen Destruct play in the NSE like event previously.
Mm-hmm.
So Chex, guess what character Chex goes?
Did he also go like, did he go Greninja?
He went Wolf.
Wolf?
He went Wolf.
Why?
And he lost with Wolf.
Why wouldn't, if he's just the better player, why not just...
Because according to him, he just doesn't like the Seth mirror. And I was like, I think that's crazy. I think not liking the mirror of your own character's kind of crazy. I think you can find it degenerate.
Yeah.
But I think if you're the better player, you should just win.
Fine. You're more likely to upset Stole. Even though, you should just know the counterplay to your own character.
Yeah.
And if you don't know your character enough.
Last time Lighto played Lido tried to troll me by playing Ridley into me, and I like two-stocked his Ridley. It wasn't very close, and he swapped back to Palutena.
Nice.
I was like, well, you've just not made a
Yeah.
point, have you?
Nice one, idiot.
Nice one, you bot.
So where would you put Chex?
It's so hard, you know? It's so hard.
I think we both agree. We're looking down, though. We're looking down on the field.
A little bit. I think Chex thinks he's the world's biggest hero.
Yeah.
I think he thinks he's an honest hero in a world of cheeses and, you know,
Yeah, because he
and
just goes...
abuses.
Because he loves, like, yeah, I just love playing the game, guys. Aren't we all having fun together?
Yeah.
And then you get, like, camped by Seth, and you get... And then you get cheese...
Chex is the greatest example of, like... This is the thing, right? Chex, out of every Sephiroth in this tier list, because there's a couple...
Actually,
There's a couple. Out of every Sephiroth, he's by far the campiest, it's not close.
Yes.
But that's how you have to play the character.
Uh-huh.
If you play a risky Sephiroth, you will lose. Because the character is inherently risk-averse.
You have to play a stupid safe.
Yeah.
Which is why he's probably got the most results out of any Sephiroth here.
Oh, absolutely. He's so good at
has to.
Sephiroth because he's acknowledged the ways he has to play
Yeah.
to win. And the same was when he, you know, when he played Ensign, it was the same thing, you know. His Ensign was... He said before, he's kind of retired the Ensign.
Mhm.
He's kind of retired the Ensign a little bit because he's not really... he stopped playing the game for a while, came back, and apparently all of his flowchart for Ensign is, like, gone. So he's just got to fund his Ensign. Which, but at that point, he might as well just play Seth.
Just play Seth. What's the point?
Just play Seth. So he's just been... Every time I've ever seen him play, he's played solo Seth.
Okay.
Except for when he plays online and shit, he plays, like, Greninja or whatever.
Yeah.
For, like, troll and fun. But, like...
So,
He's so hard to place.
I kind of agree with you.
Villain but thinks they're a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're accidentally a villain because of the playstyle you're born with.
It's the playstyle and some of the things that he says about the game. And, like, dude, Neon, I love it. Because obviously we talked about slacking off Chex.
Huh.
I will talk to Neon and he'll be like, yeah, I like playing you because I feel like you go for, like, risky stuff off stage and stuff. Chex sits at ledge and does F-tilt until I die.
Safe.
And I go, it's the character.
That's villain activity.
Yeah. If you get put at ledge as Seth against Fox, you should never get off.
Yeah.
So it's like, I get why it turns out that way, right?
Mhm.
It is what it is. Someone's got to be a villain who thinks they're a hero, you know? Someone's going to be there.
Since we were going on about Greninja,
Yes.
there's only one real Greninja gamer that we're talking about here.
C to the O to the M.
And
Call me Mandy.
call me man. Command.
I know where he's going.
So, you know where he's going.
I know where he's going.
Command used to have... Command used to shit talk.
This guy had a dark streak.
He had a dark
He had a dark
He
streak.
didn't understand the respect. But as time's gone on, and the months have gone by, Command's gotten a lot of respect from like a lot of other people and gives respect out. And bro is really damn good at the game.
I just thought it was interesting, you know, because I remember a couple months back, there was that one Twitch base he showed up to. Obviously, he couldn't stay for the whole thing. He showed up, and, you know, I remember before that I talked to a few people about Command, and they were like, yeah. I was like, he's a really bad habits, he's alright. I was like, yeah, I guess, but like, when I watch him play online and stuff, I was like, I feel like he's very fundamentally sound.
Very fundamentally sound. You watch like his timings for his certain combos, his discipline as well.
He understands Greninja very, very, very well.
Really understands Greninja, labs a shit ton. Also probably one of the biggest grinder on the...
I love labbers. I love anyone who labs. And Command labs a lot.
If you're labbing, also Greninja is an honest character. I'm gonna hate to say it. Greninja is kind of honest.
Like, I guess. Greninja's got some dishonesty, but so does anyone.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Everyone's got dishonesty.
Greninja's best cheese is all counterplayable.
Yes.
It's all very counterplayable. I got hit by back air shadow sneak one time, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I won't let that happen again.
However, for the people, I think he's a villain.
I think he's kind of a villain. The thing is, that there's a level to which the old reputation kind of stays. But also, even then, just like his Twitter presence and stuff. And to be fair, I will say this. I would love for him to embrace it, actually.
Yeah, no,
I thought the shit talking, like he would beat, like, Chex or whoever in bracket, immediately get on Twitter and start yapping. I thought it was kind of funny.
You really rated. I've always rated Command. I think Command's always been sick, and he's obviously shown amazing improvement. just in general. But you can't ignore the actions of the person behind and the villainous activity that one may be up to.
Absolutely.
Command is a villain. I hate to say it, however, he is the people's villain.
Plus, one thing I will say about Command, if Command needs to, he will immediately start camping.
Yes.
He will immediately start camping in the team.
It's great every time. I love to see when people take the opportunity. It's like,
I love it, except when I'm playing Ridley in Ridley Greninja, and I'm stuck playing on -2, and I have to get water shuriken from full screen. But it's the correct way to play the game. Play neutral if you can. It's correct. It's good. I don't think it's hard to be a true villain unless you're like you get into the camper mindset.
Yeah.
You know, some people get really into the camper mindset. Like some people really, really can camp. I still remember, speaking of camping in Biggest Ops, I still remember that one funny Twitter thread. I don't even remember who it was who said it. Someone asked, like, I think it was some Scottish player got asked, like, who's the biggest, like, camper you've played against? Or, like, who's the best camper you've played against in all of, like, Smash UK? And they responded just one word, Lito. It's like, damn! We hit it like that!
Well, he just plays second.
He camps a little more in, like... He camps a little more against characters where, like, the risk-reward is obvious.
Yeah.
Because you have to. Like, I also would be camping my ass off against, like, Kazuya. Or, like...
Yeah.
Like Kazuya, or, like... Even, like, characters like Cloud, you know?
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm just gonna do these, like, very random pokes, because I don't want to get forward air, and then forward air and take, like, 60.
I'll be fine if I just do safe pokes. I don't worry about that.
It's why... Yeah. It's why I always find it so funny how much he absolutely hates the Fire Emblem characters. Because they're all just run it down mid-characters.
Bonk,
yeah.
bonk.
That guy's tired of getting hit by Roy F-Tilt and dying. He's sick of it.
That's fair. Wrong get hit by that.
It is what it is. He's just tired of it.
Ooh.
But yeah, I did want to talk about this actually, because we talked about labbing.
Yes.
With Command.
What about lab?
Ernie's my goat.
You want to talk about Ernie? So, I love Ernie is sweetheart. I love Ernie. One of the nicest people. Pikachu.
And you just hate Pikachu like that?
Pikachu.
That's crazy, because you know what? I'm gonna say it. This matchup is -3 for Ridley, but I still win.
But you're different though.
I am constructed of separate material.
That's just like hard working, you know. Hard working Ridley at the end of the day.
Of course.
Won't be a 9 to 5.
My honest mid-tier.
We win these. But Ernie might be one of the most, like, actually fundamentally gets it.
This is the thing. Because Ernie plays all these characters that are kind of similar to Pichu, where they're annoying, and then they hit you once, and sometimes they just take the stock. But he doesn't play the super belligerent ones, because I don't think he likes them.
No, he will never play, like, a Kazuya or Steve.
He loves Pika, Ices.
Yeah.
Shit, what other characters have I seen him lab?
I've seen him lab, but he plays Byleth. I've seen the Byleth.
Yeah, his Byleth's kind of nice, actually.
Well, it's nice.
Like,
it's pretty funny.
He loves Pika, he has a Palutena. His Palutena not bad, actually. Like, all those characters. Specifically, Pika and Ices, I think, are his little passion projects.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I love these guys. Like,
he's also a dispensary of information. If you ask a question about one of his characters...
Characters and the game.
Down.
He knows all the game information as well, which is good. I think it's very good. Like, I think I've said this before, Durham kind of has a problem at the moment where there's not many informational players. Everyone is kind of... They're either new or they're players who play off feel. Like, I love Luke.
Yeah.
But Luke is a player who plays off feel. He doesn't know that much about the game.
It's true.
Which is fine, but it's how it is.
It's just how it goes. So, where would you put Ernie, do you think?
I think Ernie isn't on it. Channels the dark arts. He has those like crazy Pika tech in his pocket.
Yeah.
His character's obnoxious, and you know, I think it's so funny because back when I would play him, like whenever he would like lose a match, he would instantly walk away and he would go, "I should have T-jolted more.
Yeah,
should have T-jolted more." I'll be like,
camp more.
Right, fair enough. So he's not like a true blue camper. He never has been really. I think he's he is a very close to hero. Honestly, I almost want him to be hero anyway. He's so nice. He's like a Bethel person. Because, like,
Yeah, I'd agree.
I know, like, obviously the meme is, like, Pika's annoying and, like, has these crazy unit deaths and stuff. I think Pika is a hard-working character. I think Pika works hard.
Pika does work hard. There's a lot of different combo routes which are actually legitimately hard.
Yeah.
Finding your hit specifically can be kind of hard because Pika's, like, air buttons specifically aren't belligerently win neutral buttons.
Yeah, like this is the thing, right? I'm at kill percent. If Pika hits me with up air, I don't die.
Yeah.
I get hit with forward air, unless I'm getting edge guarded, I usually don't die. If I get hit by forward air mid-screen at like 140, I usually don't die.
Yeah, no, you live.
And they have to hit in very particular ways, because like, you know, forward air, it's like multi-hit.
Yeah, multi-hit, sorry. That's like,
yeah, exactly.
That never work.
That's just not usually, unless their name's Paladin and Nair. They're like, the silly multi-hits and stuff.
Yeah.
And the same goes for, if I get hit by Pika back air, I don't really die. Like, Pika's such, I think Pika's a hard-working character.
Yeah.
I think they're a very strong character, and I think they can be very obnoxious. But I think they work hard to be strong and obnoxious.
Yeah.
And I think that's part of why, and Ernie, I think, focuses a lot more on the difficult executional parts of the character than T-Jolting.
Yeah, no, I'd agree. He definitely doesn't just go, well, I've got T-Jolt and that's what I'm going to do in this matchup.
Yeah.
He will go, well, these are the tools that are available to me. Here's what it works on this character. And that's the move, and that's what I'm going to be going for. Very thoughtful, very thinking about the game. Big fundies.
I think, yeah. Definitely a funnies player. Like, it's like we say, like, he can just play characters that aren't Pika and do well. He just likes Pika. He just likes Pika, which is fine.
Because...
Like, I almost think sometimes he would do better if he got off Pika. Because Pika's kind of a lot of effort.
Yeah, just play... That Palu was looking nice.
He put a shit ton of time in Palu, and he was, like, well practiced. And, like, when I watched him play ZSNF at King of the Hill 7, I was watching and I was like, if he had ledge traps, he would have won this.
Yes.
It's like, he had no ledge traps, but it's like, if he had ledge traps, he wins this. Is what it is, right? Is what it is. Also, as well, like, a little bit of lore, I guess. When Ernie came to year 1 of Durham, he was the Connor of year 1 Durham.
Yes, I wasn't there for that. So
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't either.
it's really wholesome.
But, like, when he was in his year 1, he came and he knew, like, nothing.
Yeah.
He didn't know anything. And he just, like, grinded the game. And he was, like, a serial O2 at the weeklies. This is back when people who were playing were quite good, you know. That was, like, Neon, Naxty,
Yeah.
like, Spang, like, Violent Keys. Like, pretty good players across the board.
X-Lot got a very, very good win at New Castlevania number 4. But X-Lot paid me in my first ever tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Which, very funny, we played losers round 1. I only won 2 orcs. I don't know what I was doing.
You did not know what you were doing.
I did not know. I did, however, eventually get my revenge, like 2 years later in Amladder of Invasion, I think it was.
That's quite funny. Did you win 2 in response?
2-1.
Not quite a full revenge, but...
Hey, it's hard being an honest mid-tier out here. Compared to these top 1 tiers.
It's true. We have to work very hard. Like, to secure these kills, to get these kill confirms. Like, it's hard. It's hard out here.
We got hard characters. I want to talk about that. I look at this guy every day and I go, why do you play this character? But every time he looks at me with the biggest smile and he goes, I love Nair Header Fair.
Is that what he says?
He goes, I love Wii Fit purely just because I can look at people and show them that I did header, it was header, Nair, fair, or fair. I think it's fair, but generally I don't remember off the top of my head. He loves Wii Fit so much, and bro loves the game, and bro loves Smashy Bro.
I think it's so funny, so I got told that Jamie was like just not going to play the game till Mo came back.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the touch base bracket the other day, and I saw he was there. I was like, what the hell is he doing here?
Yeah, and he was fucking kicking ass. Bro got second, beat Callum.
I saw that. He threw your card.
Awesome. Yeah.
Did he actually like? Okay. Did he come and he was just like, yeah, I felt like it.
Just big vibes all around.
Just
vibes.
Just massive vibes.
Yeah. So Jamie, I have never, out of anyone's entire list, I think there's one other person in this list I've had a similar experience with, where we would have a car ride.
Yeah.
And just talk about Smash Theory for like 2 hours straight. Because
it's not a lot to say.
bro loves the game, and bro loves talking about it and just the fundamental aspects particular.
I mean, you can tell when you talk to him as well. You can tell from the way that he talks about it and the way that he converses about the stuff he knows that he knows a lot.
Bro knows so much. Jamie knows the game, but he plays fucking Wii Fit. How the hell did he get like?
Shout out to when he played Little Mac in Smash 4.
Yeah, played Little Mac as well. Plays bottom tier characters. There's no other players. I'm moving him early. He goes there, and there's no question.
The hero of heroes. And you know what's funny too? Because
bro gets. I don't think you understand how bad Wii Fit is. The only thing Wii Fit has is like deep breathing and like pretty good frame.
Well, this character's bad. I can tell you why this character's bad. Because they've got an even matchup on Ridley.
If you have an even matchup on Ridley, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
Anyway. That's Cloud also.
It's okay.
That's okay.
But to put it to a close, Jamie, fundamentally sound, and there's no question about it.
Yeah. So one of the best mental players.
Yeah.
Also, so incredibly down to teach people.
Mm-hmm. So
incredibly down.
Absolutely. I've went to this guy about anything and I get an answer. Boom. I go to Jamie and he's like, you want to talk about this? Yeah, sure. Alright, let's talk about the neutral ledge trapping. Here's what you want to work on. Here's what you do if someone responds by... I
loved when he showed Luke and Leo fucking throw down smash on Mario. They do that now. Luke does it now.
Does he actually?
He did it to me.
Yes.
He played a little video. That's quite funny.
Hell yeah.
Actually, I saw him do it to Lighto at King of the Hill 8, or 7.
I've not seen that. That's hilarious.
He did down smash on Callahan. I was like, Lamau. Because you can't get anything else at that percent, at 0.
Well...
The only other thing you can do is up throw downer.
Oh.
At 0, you don't get anything with Mario off grab, really.
Well, yeah.
Not unlike Palutena.
Yeah.
On other characters you do, but not that character. Like, normal characters you don't really.
Since we're on about Mario. We have 2.
Well, there's one further down. We should start with this one, I suppose.
Talk of Lee.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say it. This guy's on his downfall arc. It's raps for this guy. This guy went to Hawaii, tried to convince us he came back, and then took booked an extended vacation.
Yeah, extended vacation. Okay.
This guy went to Hawaii, and then comes back, is like, practicing or whatever. He's like, I'm back. I'm gonna put shit ton of effort in and trying school and stuff. And then does poorly in one bracket and goes like, yeah, I think I'm gonna pick up Plant and Kirby and Doc and just play them and just shit around and I'm just gonna coach people because that's what I enjoy. It's like, okay. It's like, okay, I guess.
Leo might be. He's not clown tier.
Are you sure?
He's a clown.
Are you sure? Just the history, the pure history.
The history of Leo, though.
Him and Jackie alone should be reason enough to put him in clown tier. When Leo and Jackie played in Smashdown, Leo bet that he would win, and then he got 26-0.
Let's get some history for the non-knowers. So, Leo was talking about how sick he was at Smashdown, and I think Jackson entered the chat. And I know for a fact that Leo was so sure that he was going to win the Smashdown. Jackie's the best random player I've ever seen in my entire life next to Bloom.
I think I would... Thing is, I consider myself very fundamentally sound at this game, very strong right now, and I think I would lose to Jack.
Yes.
I think I would lose, you know.
The score between Leo Lupi and Jackie Jackson was 21-0 to Jackson. Leo got whopped. It was not close.
They tried to make a bet in the middle whether Leo would win a single game. And he didn't.
One game. No games were taken.
Listen,
this guy, I'm convinced.
Let's be clear. If what is happening right now with the mid-force and this stupid melodramatic bullshit wasn't happening.
They went from the Discord tag went from Mario time to mid-force.
Mid-force.
Get it out of here, bro.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. Leo. There are some people who are allowed to be dramatic, okay? Because, you know what? Jermaine is allowed to be dramatic about the Cloud Crumb thing. Because you know what? He's the best player in the region.
He's the best player.
So he's allowed to make his own little...
When you've got the results, you can talk.
I do not care about you dropping Mario and playing the... I don't care. I literally don't care.
Hey guys, we're wishing my Doc. I'm gonna go play against you.
I'm gonna go with Darker, guys.
I'm gonna go Doc against you two. See how this goes.
Guys.
Nice one. You're so funny. You think you're so awesome. You think you're so sick. Grow up.
Grow up!
Dude.
Well, we got one Mario down. Do we wanna... Wait. Where is he?
I forgot Walter.
What? Now? Alright, well, let's just talk about it. Where would we put Luke? I'll add him in post.
Cut him out. We can cut this part out and just add Luke in now.
Nah, I can't be bothered to do all that. We'll just talk about it right now, because we already have the momentum.
Well, I didn't post. Luke will get a post.
Also, because I think it'll be really funny to put a picture of his face on.
Yeah, go on then.
Like, and I'll find a picture to put it.
I know exactly where Luke's going.
Where Luke go?
They're a villain. They think they're a hero.
Really, villain, but thinks they're a hero.
Luke,
I don't know though. Luke knows his character's fucked up.
he does know.
He spends all
And
his
he
time.
does ask for all the advice in the universe.
I think he's an anti-villain.
I think he's an anti-villain.
I think he's an anti-villain. Because he plays Mario, and he plays Mario in such a way where he's doing the reason he likes Mario is because he loves killing people at 50.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he does.
And I know this because I play him in Rivals of Ether, where he plays Maple, because he loves killing people at 60. Luke hates thinking about like kill confirms and like specific, highly specific. He wants to have one regardless of where we're at.
He wants to have his one move that's gonna kill you. It's gonna combo, and it's gonna kill you at 20, and there's nothing you can do about it. He's gonna make sure that that connects, and he's gonna cheese you for it, and he's gonna look at you with the biggest smile in the universe. He's like, yeah.
And you can go, yeah. And you know what? The best part is that afterwards you're gonna go to the speech together, and you have to watch as he orders a fucking milk.
Yeah.
After beating your ass in bracket.
He's gonna be like,
Milk time, milk time. Yeah, he does his little thing. He does his little gimmick.
and he has a great old time, but
He has time.
is he an anti-villain?
I think he's an anti-villain. Because I don't think he thinks he's a hero. He was the OG person who,
I guess, yeah, he doesn't. He's came to it now.
Yeah, I think he's been keen to it for a pretty long time. It's literally even, I don't know if you remember the Durham slander post. The video.
Which one?
the one that I made of in the background of the industry baby players in the background sped up.
Oh.
And it was shit it was
I do know this.
any players coming to Durham to farm win rate, and it was the swap members going in. It's like Luke's was fucking the caption saying like Walter when he sees his character do the basic things that his character does, and it was the nostalgia critic doing the no, not like the clapping, like the sound one. Yeah, like the exactly. So that is always what he's been like.
Yeah,
that is always what he's been like.
Go on then. He's an anti-villain.
I think he's anti-villain. We'll add it in post. I'll add his little face in. It'll be quite funny.
My fault, Luke.
Okay. We'll rewind back up here a little. We'll rewind back up here.
Yeah.
I think we'll leave you and me for last.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think that makes sense.
You are less.
Absolutely.
You want to talk about number 2 that I see right now?
Error.
So I don't know a lot about Error.
This guy's a villain.
This guy's a villain.
I played Error one time in bracket.
What did you do?
Allow me to be calm. Be still, my shaking winds. He plays DDD.
Oh, yes.
The Meta Knight is a recent pickup because I've been explaining to everyone why DDD sucks.
Yeah.
Because DDD's fucking terrible. But, very first time I play him is in Winners Round 1. This was the week that I had that killer headache.
Right.
And then we played in Grands, remember that? I had a killer headache. I show up and I played DDD Ridley, Round 1. Because I don't know which character he's playing. And I get I'm super ahead, right? For the whole game. And then at some point I hit him off stage and I go for an edge guard. Because I just think it'll be cool if it hits. I don't get it. And then as I'm recovering with Ridley up B directly upwards to stage.
Yeah.
Because it takes 20 trillion years to start. So I have to slowly watch him go up and I go, yeah. He does DDD up B, goes direct downwards and spikes me, and kills us both, evens the game out, and wins the game 1 off of that. And as he hits me, he looks at me, says literally nothing, and just goes, dude. I was the TO, obviously, so I could not say anything.
You wanted to burn his insides up.
I want to do something villainous. I want to... Jeez. Like, he looks at me, he gives like a little smile, I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm so like, yeah, that's what the character does. I'm like, why are you smiling at me? That's what the character does. But I know he's just doing it because he's just having fun. Yeah.
It's lucky we don't have any more Ganons here, because if someone Ganon sides me and then does that, I'm like, that's just what your character does, man, bro.
No, exactly. I'd be like,
It's like, yeah, that's just the game.
like, imagine if every time I hit someone with Space Pirate Rush and hit them off the sides, I went,
Yeah,
like, dude.
Yeah, you get Space Pirate Rush off stage, and I hit your I killed you with Nair, and you missed the tech. Lol.
You need to get tech checked, buddy. Like, anyway, yeah, that one time happened, and I was like, that's a villain.
Well, it's a good thing, even though you're a TO, that this is never coming out to anything, so you'll never have any repercussions.
No, let's be clear. This is the back room right here. I am willing, because here's the thing. I would not say for the Durham Weeklies I put on a particularly professional front, because that's not the point. But I do put forward a certain level of good attitude towards the game.
Yes.
When these people join me in VC, they see how much of a demon I am. People like Luke know. People like Luke, who I've talked to for the past 2 years, and like I've been to his house. He's been to my house. You know, we've sat there and done whatever. They know that I'm kind of. I got some shit to say.
You got some talk.
I have beef with. I got shit to say.
You got some talking. Let me be clear.
I didn't yap to yap. I am a mid-tier and I am talking.
Let's speak your shit.
I got talked to. So that error low-key, just for that alone, that is so intentionally like trying to be tilting that I cannot help but be like, also playing Meta Knight in DD's low-key villain behavior.
Okay. We've been through that.
And I'm fairly sure I've seen him try to just like sit there and lab the dash attack up at Z to D.
Okay.
Which is cheeser behavior.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Disgusting cheeser behavior.
Only thing we labbing out here.
God. Okay, so in fact, speaking of people I know, who I know are villains, I want to talk about Henry Hurricane Barker. Talk about Henry. I adore Henry. I love Henry so much, actually. Me and Henry is the reason why I started going to the Durham Weeklies.
Please.
Yeah, I didn't go to the Durham Weeklies for the first half of the term, pretty much. I say half the year, half the academic year.
Yeah.
I only started going the very first offline tournament that I went to, because you know I played online in year 1. And I got some good results too, because Palatino was harried.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Very first offline event I went to was immediately after Sora dropped.
Right, yeah.
And I went to the Durham Weekly where Sora dropped. Where, by the way, my bracket was play Neon Radish round 1, lose, go to losers.
Awesome.
I played Brandon in losers round 1, won. I hit a skewer and a stupid Space Pirate Rush cheese kill.
Yeah.
And then my round after that was checks.
What a great bracket.
I was like, okay. I didn't know that I didn't know who was good at the time. I also didn't play any particular character. It was literally like against Neon, I played Palutena, got kind of smoked, then went Ridley. I really did a lot better because I had a lot more practice in him, like relativistically. Played Ridley against Brandon. Against checks, I think by that time I was kind of just trolling, so I went like Mac. I went like Little Mac. Anyway, so Hurricane is the reason why I went to that, because he got me to go, right? And he's my GOAT. And he's my GOAT because he plays Toon Link in the most comedically belligerent way I've ever seen.
I have never been upbeat out of shield so many times in my entire life.
This is the Johnny Donuts of Smash Ultimate.
If you go to a tournament, you are not going to fight Hurry Governor.
You're going to fight Curry G, you're not going to fight Bloom forever. You are going to fight Hurricane.
You are going to fight
who will dash attack on your shield repeatedly and cross you up because it's Toon Link dash attack.
And he will F-tilt you up close, and if you hit his shield, he is going to upbeat. You need to learn how to beat Hurricane. You will not succeed if you don't know how to beat Hurricane.
And it's so funny, because Hurricane really tilts people to play against. I remember Hurricane came to a weekly one time, like, because obviously he's been very busy with rowing. He did a performance of SpongeBob the Musical. He was Mr. Krabs. It was very good. Me and Luke went to watch it.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
It was a great performance, actually. But one time, he hadn't come for a while. He showed up to a weekly and he played Suzu. I'd never seen Suzu more tilted afterwards. She was so annoyed.
I have, shouted in a set.
I know you have.
One of those was with Suzu when I was getting angry at myself,
Yeah.
and the other one was when I was playing Hurricane and I was getting angry at Toon because I felt like I could not play the game.
What did you even shout?
I was just like,
What the? I was like, what the fuck?
I'm just like, because I did not know what to do in that matchup, and then I just learned you just gotta play around Toon Link. You just gotta camp, wait out for your opportunities. Don't sit and shield all the time because you're just gonna get nared and F tilted. You can't shield grab it because it's you.
I feel a lot more confident in this matchup nowadays than I used to, obviously. But sometimes Hurricane will just show up, you forgot how to play against Toon Link, you forgot how he works, and you just lose.
Yeah.
But you know what? Hurricane loves Toon Link.
Does love Toon Link.
I think Hurricane is actually the definition of villain but thinks you're a hero. He plays in such a villainous way.
Yeah.
He plays in such a villainous way, but he is completely, like, stone cold the whole time. He's like, yep.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, yep. It's just how he plays.
Yep. Okay. We're done with Hurricane. I want to bring us to another villain.
Really?
Who thinks they're a hero.
Oh, are you looking at... I think I know who you're
looking at one red dinosaur down.
Go ahead, be my guest.
Joshua Jester.
Not Big J.
Big J.
But he's my goat.
Is the goat. However, the way that this guy plays Yoshi is very honest. But holy shit. Does this guy abuse Yoshi? Plays Yoshi DDD. Villainous characters.
He used to play Duck Hunt.
And Duck Hunt. Villainous characters. Truly believes that he's doing the right of the world. He's got the gold in his heart. The beaming light. However, when I play against Big J Jester...
You're so over it.
My soul is dying inside. As I have to work 50x the work. And he goes up and tells me, the matchup's even, bro.
Just play an honest top tier like Chrome.
Yeah, I should play an honest top tier. If he wasn't bottom 1, then maybe. But that's just the curse I'm given as a mid-tier main, you know? It's just how it goes.
Just an honest mid-tier
player.
player.
You gotta play against fucking Yoshi with cheating mechanics.
This is what I thought was funny. So, Jester at King of the Hill 7 had to play against Samus, and I forget who else the other character was that he lost to. I want to say it might have been Pyramithra.
Oh, it was bad matchups for sure. Though.
It was another bad. It was like two not good matchups. I guess. So two minus, and I caught him complaining afterwards about the -2s, and I was like, "This is my life every week, bro." I was like, "This is what I live."
Deal with it. This is what we got to do now.
It's like, this is what I do.
It's like when someone like compliments me for like very specific things. It's like, oh, nice space on your back end. Like, oh yeah, shit, I gotta do that. That's what everyone gotta do. You just gotta get away with it for free.
Yeah, you just do it.
You just get away with it. That's what everyone else has to do.
My back is unsafe on hit. Great criminal work, frankly.
Very funny. However, you're a mid-lane player. Deal with that.
Actually, true. No, genuinely, yeah. I've thought about this. I was like, okay, I just have to treat it like crouch cancelling. I was like, it's just CC. It's like whatever. Like. Genuinely, like, oh man, I love Jester. Big J's my go.
Big J's.
Big J, Josh, my go.
Big the goal.
But you know what? I'll say it. I'm not even that big of a Yoshi hater. There are some people who are Yoshi haters. You're a Yoshi hater. Connor's a Yoshi hater.
Ash has turned into a Yoshi hater.
Ash is a Yoshi hater, which is funny because he plays a +2 matchup on Yoshi all the way now.
But he gets it because Yoshi just cheats some aspects, and it's on me to. It's on me and everyone else to really understand how to punish those and play around it. It ain't so fault. However, the level of execution you have to do and thought in comparison to the glue gobblers.
Well, that's the thing, right? That's the thing, right? Like, I got to the point where I feel like I understand this matchup really, really well. And after I felt like I understood it, I was like, oh, like, this makes sense. Like, this just makes sense. But I can still comprehend, like, I don't know. Just sometimes Yoshi does things, and I'm just like, okay. I'm just like, okay, dude.
It's because I do love.
And like, I see Jester playing like certain ways in bracket. Like, I see him playing like a certain way. I'm like, that's so belligerent. Like, that's so belligerent. But it like works. It like gets away with it.
Does the job? Why would you do anything else?
I'm like, I guess.
Right. Do you want to go next on the list?
Here.
Anyone in particular? We want to talk about Kitty Summoner, who
We have a tier specifically for Kitty Summoner.
who basically made specifically the clown tier.
The mascot of the clown tier.
Actually, number
Can we
one.
change Kitty Summoner's name to Bobo the Clown? That's Bobo the Clown right there.
Honest-
Hold on, let me get it.
Yeah,
There you go. Mascot.
Mascot of the clown tier. I have biggest spread of misinformation that we have to. There are safeguarding measures we need to put for misinformation and to make sure people understand what's going on. Kitty Summoner just talks and is completely wrong.
People who just say shit sometimes.
However,
I respect it though.
they are really trying.
Yes.
They are trying to understand, and I respect that.
People who well and truly put in the effort and their labbing and their practicing and all this, I have to respect to some extent.
Mhm.
To at least some extent. Kun picked two Here's the thing, okay. Kun picks Steve and Min because they're good, but he genuinely enjoys them.
Yes.
And I comprehend why a League player would enjoy those characters. Because those are characters that unironically kind of put the game into an algorithm.
Yeah.
And the way you play becomes very algorithmic, which is the way you play a MOBA. That's the way you play a MOBA.
And it's true.
It's like, oh, I start game. I'm playing support. I go bot lane with my ADC,
Yeah.
and we kill minions until we're level 2 or 3, and then we try and win a team fight, maybe if we feel risky. But I think that's the reason. So I can't blame Kun for picking them because they're strong, because he picks them because he likes them.
Yes.
Right. But they are crazy fucking characters that will tilt people if he gets good at them.
And do you know what the Dunning-Kruger syndrome is?
Yes, of course.
So I'm going to explain for the people that don't know. The less you know about a subject, the more confident you are that you know about it. So if you don't know anything about, darts, for example, you're more likely to think that you're the top dog at darts. You played darts for five goals. You now think you're fucking sick. You walk up to a darts board and you think you're awesome. But the more you learn about it, the more hours you put in.
Oh, actually,
you're like, oh, I'm actually ass. Oh shit, there's a reason why there's world champions who I'll never be even close to.
Yeah.
Kitty Summoner is absolutely in the Dunning-Kruger syndrome of the bottom end, where they don't know anything, they've just picked up the game, and they be yapping about anything that comes to it, Min-Min's forward smash isn't actually that big because Joker Gun
beats Ram Ram actually
for 1 damage, whereas mine doesn't do 16 and is a hitbox that can kill and has distance.
It's funny though.
Is longer than Gun, by the way.
It's just a longer but
Also, the Dragon Arm is just longer than Gun.
It's funny though as well because there is an extent to it in which Kun is actually just trolling.
Yeah.
A lot of the time he's just trolling, but sometimes he's real. And it's like Phoenix Wright. We have to demystify the bullshit from the truth. We have to locate the truth.
You've got to keep pressing the press. You've got to press, next statement, press, next statement, press, next statement, press. Present the evidence, here's the frame data.
Absolutely.
You've just got to keep waiting until, right, where's the gap? Right, okay, you don't understand about this part, you just yapping there.
You just say shit.
No, you just
okay, he actually believes this.
Yes.
Okay, this is the part he actually believes. I'm sufficiently pressed. That is what talking to Kun about the game is like.
That's Kun. And that's what he's... He is the CEO of Clown Tier. The clown.
But you know what? If he practices and gets good, I will actually have infinite respect.
I will rescind all of my thoughts and talks.
Yeah.
This is just the current moment at the date of March 27th.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Which is when we're recording this.
I think that about sums it up, really.
Yeah.
That sums it up for Kitty Summoner. Let's keep going, actually, because I want to talk about some of the people who are, a little newer to the game, I guess, or who have come around pretty recently, I guess, from both the Any and the Durham end.
Yes.
So I'm gonna start with Redux, actually. Redux. Redux is another example of Redux is actually the opposite of Kitty Summoner. Redux acknowledges that they know nothing.
Yeah, they're fully honest. I just play Terry. I just kind of play Terry. I know my combos. I'd be like, I can get this out of here. They'd be like, yeah, my up air auto cancels for half of its frame duration.
And he's even talked about it in terms of he's even said before, he's like, yeah, he's like, Yeah, I don't know. When I play Terry, I know I'm playing Brain Dead. He's like, Redux will talk, and I'll be like, yeah, when I play Cloud, I can feel my neurons working. That they don't previously work.
Like-
or like, you know.
Like, she gets the game, but she doesn't get it fully.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't fully understand all of the aspects that come with it. And it's kind of... You're Terry locked right now. You're locked by this...
But this character's so good. So why would you swap off, right?
That's the thing. This character's so good, it gels with you, you've got it down, you understand your combos, but you're limited by the fact of you won't understand certain aspects of the game because your character doesn't need to.
Yeah.
You don't know how to tomahawk a grab because you can turn around. You know, you face your back, but then you turn around, tomahawk grab.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's such an amazing aspect about the game, which you don't get to do because why would you, like...
Why would you ever do it with...
Why would you? You can just run up down tilt. You know?
Yeah, and all of your little jabs, like, frame trap into grab.
Yeah, so, like, why would it? You just frame trap it instead.
And even beyond that, you know... But the thing is, their mentality, they have such a good concept. They're aware of all of this.
Yes.
They don't think any of this is untrue. The only thing that Riley has said, in terms of, like, actual real opinions, is just, like, I don't like fighting against zoners like Min. Which, like, preach to the choir!
Fine. And
I
they're
agree.
also getting matchup checked by Falco, Min.
Yeah, like, these
And
very
that's
ratchet characters.
Like, you're gonna get matchup checked, but, like, they're starting to abuse all of their dumb buttons, and it's starting to become apparent, but... Why do we tier Riley?
It's fun, it's hard.
Because Riley is for the people. They are really trying to understand the game. They ask a lot of questions. They are really trying to VOD review. They're trying to go over everything. But
Riley might be the first neither or.
I kind of agree, you know.
Because you know what? Riley does not think they're a villain, I would say.
Mhm.
But I don't even think they think they're a hero.
You know, this is very on point for the only gender queer.
Exactly. That's why
This
it's
is
funny.
Really, really on point.
Riley doesn't know shit. All Riley knows is that they hate Sans.
Yeah.
That's alright. And Min and Falco. That's
Yeah.
all they need to know.
Like, they get it, they understand, they're with the people, but they also do not understand the game enough. But they're fully aware of it.
Yeah.
And they're fully honest about it.
It's interesting, you know, because I will watch Riley play sometimes, and I will watch him play against certain people, and I'll be like, you should have won this, you only lost because you fucked up your execution in SD,
Yes.
and shit like this. Like, I watched Riley play against Ash yesterday,
Mhm.
I was watching, I think it was like game 4, like, Riley was like super ahead, should have won, and then did crack shoot the wrong way, and died, like off stage and died. I was like, well, alright. And like couldn't make it back. And it was like, well, then they had to play an even game and they lost because they got hit by Nair and took 50. Which, like, you know. So, like, I don't know. Like, I think Riley is good. Like, Riley's good at the game relatively to some people. Like, has a good understanding of the win conditions that they actually want. Like, they know what their character wants to do. Just, we're live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Imagine the iCarly intro playing. I know.
Wait, actually, this is how you're gonna hard fit it.
Okay.
There you go. We turned the lights on, it was getting dark.
Yeah, the lights are back on.
Alright.
Alright, cool.
Continuing.
Yeah, Cthulhu. We'll talk about Cthulhu. So, we were already talking about people who were, like, newer to the local scene, I guess. And, like, Cthulhu's not super new to the local scene, but, they're not able to show up to as many events every week because they're busy.
Things happen. That's
yeah.
okay.
Well, they're, like, busy and they, like, have to make money.
Yes, we are employed.
Yeah.
It's hard out here. We get being busy.
We're literally both employed. Let's talk about this. We're both employed and play mid-tiers. Like, alright. Pick a struggle.
Hard out here, come on, man.
I would pick a struggle. Right. Cthulhu, obviously, I'll just put them here for now.
Yeah.
Cthulhu plays Seth. I've seen Cthulhu win a couple of things. Cthulhu, I will say this, Cthulhu is on the Czech strain of being very campy.
They are, but however, they are learning the game. I'm quite upset. I've not had a lot of opportunity to talk to Cthulhu a lot. I've just kind of had little interactions, nothing too much. I've always wanted to... Cthulhu, if you ever see me event, come talk to me more, man. Oh, we gotta chat more and just talk about the game, because I've barely played you, you know. Cthulhu also very nice though. Complimented me just because I gave advice.
Very active on Twitter.
Very active.
Very active. I see Cthulhu all the time with people.
Come talk to me. Come on. But like,
Well, it always just depends on if they're able to go to events. But anyway, like,
if they're even able to come, they're enjoying the game. However, they play Sephiroth, and we're now going to talk about the play style, which is bare side B.
You have to play like that, though. That's the character.
True.
I've played Sephiroth, so I know the struggle.
Yes.
I played this character.
The characters are not good, don't get me wrong.
Fine, they're good. They're not
Yes.
amazing,
But
but they're fine.
I respect Cthulhu's playing the game. I don't know much about them as a person, as a character.
It's quite nice. K2 is very nice. I mean, you can even just like, because obviously there's almost like a little friend group actually between like, let's like Command K2, like Bethorg,
Yeah.
and like
Oh.
that's that crew, I guess. Like and like like Enzo, kind of like the newer Durham people as well.
Yeah.
All kind of around there. They all kind of yak to each other. It's kind of wholesome. I can't lie. It's a little wholesome. So like. So no, K2, I watch K2 play and it's like, yeah, it's like campy or whatever, but like I still want K2 to win. I want K2 to do well.
I also do.
It's one of those things where it's like, the reason Chex is a villain is because Chex is like, has like results and shit with Seth.
Yeah.
So it's like, you watch Chex play against like, to be fair, I watch Chex play against other people, I'm like, obviously I want Chex to win. Obviously I want Chex to win. But just the way that he conveys himself is somewhat villainous.
I think Cthulhu also wants to be a villain, though. The way that they want to personify Sephiroth in a way.
You think we almost have like the dichotomy here?
I also agree. I think I'm rooting for Cthulhu. I want him to do well. But I really think that they're like the evil genius about to commit some.
Well, you think they think they're devious?
I think that they think they're devious. But that might be my lack of judgment of character. Like I'm saying.
That's a crazy way to put it.
We're gonna talk more, man.
It's kind of funny.
I'll just be yapping. That's alright, though. But that's my assessment of Cthulhu. I don't know if you would put them anywhere else.
It's fair enough. I mean, I think I don't know if K2 thinks they're a villain per se, because I don't think they think of it in terms like that, But like the way. I think that is where they would like to be almost, I think Cthulhu would love to be like an op. Like people, when you think about annoying Sephiroth gameplay, it's like, oh, the K2 and Sephiroth, like, like that type of thing. It's like, and like Sephiroth gameplay that's like, locking you down and zoning you out and outpacing you and stuff like. It's like, I like to think that that's where Alchemy and K2 are both at. They want to be that.
They do.
Because they're both like not super, like as well versed as like Chex, who's been doing it for years, right? And Chex is like there's like Darkstalker wins and like shit like this, So I think that's about where they're at.
I think that's fine.
I think that makes sense. We got one more Sephiroth.
I was about to say, you want to knock out the last Sephiroth, which we have 4 of, which is unbelievable.
No, Sephiroths are really. I was talking about this a couple of years ago when people were talking about characters, and I was saying like, well, there are some characters that will inherently have better results because they're popular.
Yes.
Like, people pointed to, like, Cloud's good results, be like, oh, well, Cloud's, like, top tier. But it's like, people like Cloud because he's popular.
Yeah.
Because he's cool.
It's awesome. He's also just fun to play.
Yeah, he's fun to play, and he's, like, cool and stuff. And then I use that as a point to be like, that's how you know Seth isn't that good. This is like years ago I was saying this. Because people love Seth, but Seth has no results.
Yeah, he's got nothing. He has Tweak playing as a secondary. And I can't think of the next best Sephiroth.
It was technically Ken.
Oh, yeah.
Playing Seth and throwing by playing Seth.
Yeah,
and then becoming an exponentially more consistent player after playing Sonic instead.
Okay. Keep it on track.
Yeah.
Monster Truck.
Kieran. The goat.
Absolutely in like one of my big favourites right now.
I love talking to
him. I love talking to Kieran.
Kieran's so funny. He's
funny. Kieran used to play DDD for years, apparently. I don't know his full history. Bro was locked in the infinite genjutsu of playing DDD and forced to go to ledge trap for 9 years.
I cannot conceive... Maybe I'm just really fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I cannot conceive how so many people end up having DDD as their soul main. I don't understand what's fun or cool about DDD.
It's because you kill early and you go, oh... Whoa! I'm gonna kill.
Kill early? What the hell?
But like,
I guess play a Shoto.
Monster Truck, although having an amazing tag, probably the best tag out here,
Incredible tag.
is
My tag's really good.
yeah, it's true.
My tag's
It actually is a very fucking good tag. Monster Truck is on the right path of playing Sephiroth, Cloud, fundamentally gamer characters. Like, don't get me wrong, Sephiroth plays kind of cringy, but Kieran does understand the game, is trying to learn the game. Super friendly guy, is like, knows their bullshit, knows that they were trapped in the infinite Tsukiyomi of DDD.
Stuck in the domain expansion.
Yeah, like, stuck in DDD hell because they knew it was the only character to get results with, but now saying, fuck it, I'm now going to play Seth. I'm now going to try and outgame people. I'm going to learn. And for that, I know you're about to speak. I am going to put Monster Truck as a hero. Monster Truck is my hero.
That's so real. That's so raw.
Monster Truck is my hero.
Honestly, it almost inspires me a little bit. Yeah. Because I see someone getting off their shitty low tier.
They're off their shitty low tier.
For an honest high tier, and like, that could be me.
They're off their cheeses, they're off their cringe, and they're like, I'm going to play like a high tier, honest character. I'm going to learn the game. I've got my Cloud. I've got my Sephiroth. I like my Sephiroth. I'm going to stick with the Seth. I'm going to play my game plan. I'm going to learn the game. I'm going to learn what my opponent does, and I'm going to fucking try and...
I'm going to lock in.
I'm going to lock in. And I love that.
I think that's cool as well, because I think as well, it's just how open he is to the concept that he was... I don't know, that he was like playing the game wrong or whatever. Because I remember apparently he had like a VOD review session with Leo or something at some point. And Leo was like watching him play, and he was like, Leo at some point was like, you're just pressing. Like, everything you're doing, you're just doing nothing. You're just pressing to press. Like you're just like pressing to press and like not doing anything, and like you're pressing random buttons. Like, this is like impossible to VOD review because you're just pressing random buttons. It was almost like a Regenix VOD review. Where Regenix like watches someone else play, he's like, you're just bashing, you're just pressing here. There's no thought behind this button, you're pressing here.
Right.
He's right. He's always right. He's always fucking right.
He gets it.
I'm really curious to watch. I didn't get to watch all of his VOD review stream from the other week because I was doing D&D. But I really want to watch it because the last one put me in stitches.
Since you've talked about, since you've brought him up,
Steve Annual, where is he?
Steve deserves to be in one spot and one spot.
Am I blind? There he is. Okay, cool.
Steve Regenix Mega Man deserves to be in one spot and one spot only.
Yeah.
I'm taking an executive decision.
You're just gonna smash him in hero?
Steve is the biggest fucking hero of the universe.
Okay, but Mega Man kind of pisses me off.
You can complain and say Mega Man's cringe. I don't know how to deal with Mega Man. I get cheesed by Mega Man. Steve is playing you. He is outplaying you. He is not doing tech. He is doing the bare minimum. He does Mega Man stuff. He is outplaying you, the player. He was always better than you. He will never cheese you. He will only beat you because he was better than you and he knew what you were doing. And he will tell you what you were doing. If you lose to Steve and you ask, what was I getting caught with? You will get given a perfect description of what you were doing in that moment, which situations he was looking for, and exactly what you should be doing. To be fair,
I remember one time, I thought this was so funny actually. I thought it was the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
So one time I lost to Steve, I think Game 4, Game 5, Hero Mega Man. I lost. And afterwards, I asked some questions about, like, Leaf Shield and stuff. Because I didn't really understand the RPS. I was like, so when Leaf Shield happens on my shield, for instance, like I get, like, Leaf Shielded and then I block it. Is there anything I should be risking, or should I just play the situation afterwards? It's like, you cannot play the situation, this kind of thing. And I was like, I think at one point I mentioned, I was like, that's a set I would be pretty interested in putting on, like, the VOD review thing. I was like, I mentioned that. And he was like, yeah, I mean... you could do well, and then he stopped himself.
Yeah.
And he was like, and what he says to me, Steve says, well, I've made this mistake before. I'm not going to tell you how to beat me. I was like, what the hell? But you're so right, though.
So Wild West mentality that I fucking...
He was like, I've made this mistake before. I'm not going to tell you how to beat me, but I'll give you pointers in the matchup and, like, what to do.
Yeah. That's why he's a hero, because he will tell you how to beat Mega Man, so you don't get cheesed. But he's not going to tell you the Steve-specific stuff.
I just thought it was so funny.
Like, he's not going to tell you what he does specifically and how to beat him. He's going to tell you to beat Mega Man. You better learn the matchup. You better be the better player. And that's Steve, and I will always respect that more than anything.
You know, at the end of the day, I will always respect players as well. Maybe this is my to your thoughts, right?
Yeah.
I always respect people who do a lot for the scene and the community as a whole. And out of everyone in the NE at the current moment, Steve has definitely done the most for the scene.
Absolutely.
Like,
he's probably one of the newest members as well.
Yeah, to the NE, yeah, absolutely. Like barring like the new Durham people from this year, yeah. Like the only people who've done like equivalent stuff for the NE to Steve is like the old school NE TOs, I guess, of which a lot of them aren't even around anymore. You know, there's like Jermaine did some stuff. Obviously Neon's done quite a lot.
Yes.
Like stuff like this. But genuinely, in terms of stuff for like the scene and like events and stuff, Steve has done the most. Not only are people in like the NE scene, but like the Smash scene.
The Smash UK.
Yeah, Smash UK across 2024 to 2020.
Yeah.
Like
was the gold. So Steve's a hero.
Yeah.
Without question. You want to talk about people who do things for the scene?
Sure.
I want to talk about Pad Griffin. Pad Griffin lays a backseat in like playing the game, I feel. However, asks a lot of questions, does try to improve the game. However, like
one thing I always respect Pad for, Pad will play any game. So like
we'll play any game.
Pad will play any game. Pad will play Melee with me. Pad will play P+ with me. Enjoys Melee, enjoys P+. Pad will play Strive.
Yeah.
Literally, I was in here one time running NSE. Pad came over as well. Because I was gonna play in Strive NSE, but then I didn't, as I do. And Pad came around, and I just went around, and I saw Pad on their laptop, just practicing like Bridget stuff in Strive, just trying to learn Bridget stuff. I was like, bro, that's pretty raw. Like Pad is someone who will practice and who will put in the effort, irregardless of like whatever else, right? Irregardless of everything else. Also, and most importantly,
the big preservation of all of the Durham VODs. They're all there. Every single set you see in the Durham Esports VODs channel edited and touch base is all done by Pad. Bless your fucking heart, Pad. You are a hero for the people for the work that you do.
You know what? Hold on. I actually hold on. Like actual like I'm gonna make like a Beyond Hero tier. I'm literally gonna call it like this is like tape fucking
the scene died.
Scene duct tape.
Scene duct tape.
Like this.
The scene dies without them. Durham dies without them. Sorry.
This right here. Well, it's interesting, right? It's interesting because at the start of the year, oh shit! I accidentally called this one scene ducted. Hold on. Let me fix it. All right, we'll have hero. There we go. It's interesting, It's interesting because. At the start of the year, me and Cody talked about this originally, where I was like, my goal for this year is to make sure everything gets archived.
Yes.
Because it pissed me off more than anything. King of the Hill, I think 5.
Just VOD's gone.
VOD's completely gone. And I found out about that afterwards. I was like, what?
One of the most precious VODs I've ever seen in my entire life. Ellinell versus Spider is gone to the void, and I have to hold that. I cannot believe I just have to remember certain aspects, and Haida uploading a clip of you getting bodied in a lick. I got that remains of that entire event.
But genuinely, all those are that disappeared, and I was like, I couldn't believe that. I was like, I really could not believe that. So I was like, my goal for this year is to make sure everything gets streamed and posted. And from the start of this year, there's always been a stream, and there's always been VODs. They've all been posted. And originally, I was going to use what Leeds uses, where they have like an auto VOD ripper. But it costs money, and I was like, I will put down Dueg money on this, and then Pad was like, just do it.
Just do it. I
was like, go.
Thanks, Pad.
I'm literally, don't tell Pad this, I'm gonna give him a paycheck at the end of the year. Unironically.
Okay, for everyone watching, please say thank you, Pad, in the Dueg.
I'm gonna say thank you, Pad Griffin.
In the Dueg fighting Discord, please say thank you, Pad. We do appreciate you, Pad.
Absolutely.
And now, to the opposite end of the spectrum, we get Rebel Galaxy.
What the hell? Yeah, okay. It's worth knowing there's 2 Rebel Galaxies for some reason, but
there is 2 Rebel Galaxies. Rebel took Luke's spot. Oops. Rebel Heart of Gold. I love Rebel.
That's my son.
That's my son.
That's my son. It's not yours. It's my son.
That's yours.
It's my son.
I love Rebel so much. Actual biggest gamer out of this entire roster.
Massive gamer.
Big grinder. Big trying to learn the game.
Good at other platform fighters too.
Yes.
Galaxy's good at Galaxy played a good bit of NASB too. And was pretty good at NASB too and stuff like this. Galaxy's Melee, not even bad. Because they just know how to space an F smash, which is all you need.
It's fine.
If you understand how to space, like, that's fine.
And when it comes to matchups, Rebel probably has one of the most extensive matchup knowledge I've known from any other player. I feel like I ask him about anything, and he'll tell me a random fact about each character.
Yeah.
Even that I didn't know when it came to anything. And every time I'm like,
they've just played so much online.
holy shit, I'm just like, oh, that's sick.
They've just
Every
grinded
time.
so much against so many people, you know?
I
And
respect that.
They-
However,
yeah.
cut you off.
Okay.
When we talk about Rebel Galaxy, and I ask him anything about the game, there is nothing coming out of that guy's head other than FT last night. That was awesome, man.
Man, that was great.
It was like, oh, GG's, man. I don't know what you did, but that was cool. But I won though. GG's.
I won though, GG.
I won though. I don't know what I did, but I won though. I just kind of played my game. So, Rebel Galaxy. I love them. I love them.
No way! Anti-villain, anti-villain, anti-villain.
Anti-villain.
They're a villain who I appreciate, you know?
Yeah.
They're a villain that I appreciate.
Because I will always cheer for Galaxy.
Galaxy is like, barring like Trinity, Galaxy's basically top 1 player Durham now.
Yeah.
Basically. At least in terms of... I still beat Galaxy consistently, but I don't play in brackets enough. And I still lose to like other random people.
Yeah.
But like... Because I'm my honest mid-tier.
It happens.
I don't know what it is. But like... You know, it's almost at a point where, like, you know, I expect Galaxy to win now, you know.
Yeah.
I watch Galaxy against Airborne, I'm like, Galaxy will win. I watch Galaxy against Luke, I'm like, Galaxy will win. I watch Galaxy against you, I'm like, Galaxy will win.
Galaxy wins.
I watch Galaxy against, like, Command, I'm like, Galaxy will win.
Yeah.
I watch Galaxy against top NE players, even Lighter, I'm like, Galaxy will win.
Chance.
I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Like, it's crazy. It's really crazy. Like, the absolute come up, the absolute go up Galaxy has had is almost what makes them a little bit of a villain.
Yeah.
Because if it was like a couple of years, it's like a year ago, I would have put Galaxy in an honest anti-hero tier. Because I would have been like, this is someone who's on the come up and they're using the dark arts to be on the come up.
It's like you're playing a broken character. They know it as well. But now that you've won a lot and you're still winning, man, it's hard to not be the villain.
It's hard to watch some of the Pyramithra stuff that's
Yeah.
happening and be like, this is fair.
Yeah, and,
This is fine.
and when your explanation is, I don't know, man. I don't know. I was just kind of playing the game.
Playing the game, you
It's
know.
hard for me to look at you in that light.
I suppose. It is better to have that. Because say what you want, but like, a lot of other people, I mean, that's always been the difference between like me and like Luke. That's what it used to be, is like, Luke could not explain like, the nitty gritty parts of the game.
Yes.
But I could explain it to like anyone who would ask and stuff like this. So it's like one of these things. So we'll give Galaxy an honest anti-villain tier.
Go on then.
And we'll ignore the other Galaxy.
Once. That's fine.
We'll ignore the other Galaxy. They're not there. We'll just put them to the side. Tell you what, in fact, while we're talking about people who are on their come up, let's talk about Viridian. Actually.
I love Ash.
So I like Ash.
Ash. Awesome.
Ash is a nice but serial troller. This guy
Big.
loves trolling.
I wouldn't say big troller.
I would.
Genuinely played Sheik for about a year, and then was starting to get results, but got upset like twice, and then said, "I'm gonna play Palu."
It's like, that's it. That's
it.
I'm tired.
Hard shifted to Palu, and I've never seen someone be so casual in a hard shift in their character choice. And
You're kinda right.
So fast, and I was like, "Damn, you were serious." And to be fair,
It's a little inspiring. It's like the Kieran thing. It's a little inspiring.
it's like you're dropping Sheik. Sheik's too hard. I want to play someone simple. Fair explanation. However, Sheik is honest fundies, as much as you may say or believe.
I mean, sure.
I think Ash is one of the biggest knowledge trying to learn the game. Big fundies. I highly rate Ash.
Ash asks for advice consistently after sets, you know. I remember very first time I played Ash, very first time I ever met him, was at one of the new Castlevanias, where he pulls up and the very first thing he says is he's like, can we play on my Switch? Because I want to save the replays.
Yeah.
And no one had ever done that before.
But
Within the confines that you know. No one had been doing that at Durham. As far as I knew, no one had done it at New Castlevania, at least that I'd played.
Yes.
Right. No one had been doing that, and I was like, "That's decent." That's decent. I was like, "Yeah, go on then."
Big learner. However, his Twitter, the Twitter presence of so at Right of the Rules.
The things he says outside of the bracket.
Very funny. So funny story. When we were at Right of the Rules,
Yeah.
don't remember who came up to Ash. I really don't, and I'm really upset. The first thing that goes like, "Oh, you're Mr. Meal Deal Man."
Meal deal guy.
The Meal Deal guy. Ash has an online Twitter presence that's really funny, and I love Ash for it. However, I've now came to it and I've thought about it.
Yeah.
Ash is going down on that list.
I
need to publicly tell the Regen 2023 story that we were playing.
Oh, this one. We're dropping this in chat. Okay.
This is the most villain activity I have ever experienced in anyone in the universe. At Regen 2023, it was me, Ash, and 6 others. We were playing 8-player Smash.
It was a big NEB&B.
It was a big Northeast B&B.
Yeah.
We were playing 8-player Smash. We were all going random, except Viridian was playing Sheik. And what Ash would do in this 8-player free-for-all on random stages, on fucking everyone playing random characters, Ash would go Sheik and he would ledge stall with grenade and up B. He would camp, needle camp, ledge stall, grenade camp, and he would never stop giving up on that whole thing. And he would go into the next game and be like, "Ash, what the fuck are you doing? Please play the game. We're all having fun here." Ash like, "No, I'm going Sheik instead." Which then proceeded for Jackie Jackson to to hypothetically, physically assault Ash.
Theoretically
and hypothetically assault Ash. In
Minecraft.
Just going, "Let's try."
Okay, but if he stopped ledge stalling at any time, it would have stopped.
If you stop ledge stalling at any time, I will stop. And Ash goes, "Why are you doing this?"
He knows exactly why he's doing it, though. He can't say that.
Self-defense goes, "Why are you hurting?" And it comes, keep doing it. I'm sorry. He kept doing it for like 5 games until we banned him. Said, "Ash, you're not playing with us. Hey, we're doing 7-man now."
I didn't know he got banned, actually. That's quite funny.
He got banned because he kept going. He kept ledge stalling with Sheik. And now he plays Palu, which...
I'm gonna say it. I think he thinks he's a hero.
Yeah.
I think he thinks he's a hero.
Because he has hero aspects that he does ask.
He has heroicism within him.
Heroism.
It's just his... There are some people who, regardless of how they play, it's like we say, it's like regardless of how Steve plays, because like Mega Man plays a certain way, obviously, because of course he does.
Mm-hmm.
The person makes up for it. Regardless of how heroically Ash plays in bracket, the personality makes up for it. And puts it into villain but thinks they're a hero.
I would agree.
Which fills out that part a little bit, I think.
I agree.
I'm actually going to put, I'm going to put Regen X like all the way up here as well.
Yeah, that's fair.
There we go. He's like borderline seam duct tape. I just think it's funnier to have specifically padded seam duct tape.
This is like Durham specifically.
Yeah. We got the Durham. Anyway, that does cover Ash though, I think.
Yes.
I think that covers Ash.
Going on with the Regen story, I've noticed that they're not here, and I'm very upset.
Who?
You're going to have to add this in post.
Jackie?
Jackie is not on this list. Jackie should be on this list, and I did make...
Send me a picture of Jackie's face smiling.
Yeah. Jackie should be on this list, because he is part of this list. If we're including, like, B-Little Regenix, we're including Jackson.
Obviously.
Jackson deserves to be on this list. And Jackson is a Crom main in denial. And thank God he does not play Crom.
Oh, and he's mid-tier.
Needs to get the fuck off Crom and is now playing fucking anyone.
It's funny though, his Roy was good.
So when I asked for Jackson, I DM'd Jackson and I was like, "What would you like for the graphic that we're about to make?" Because I told him what we were doing. I told him we were doing mid-tier talks. And I said, "What character do you want?" And he's like, "Just give me random." Because he still doesn't know what character he's playing.
Sure.
He's playing Snake, playing Greninja, still doesn't know. Crom's probably his best character, unfortunately.
It's a good Crom.
It's a good promise.
It's a good Crom.
It's a good promiser.
That's an any PR Crom.
That is an any level PR Crom. It would be PR level Crom if he played. But plays Crom. We get it, bro. Honest mid tier. We get it. So in my eyes, Jackie's a hero.
I don't think Jackie's absolutely a hero.
Jackie's absolutely a hero.
The knowledge that Jackie has about the game that he shares, and the understanding that he has, that he just, that he's gone over in pretty good depth, at least. And, I mean, he's got some villainous tendencies to him.
Yeah.
He chats some shit.
It's all in good faith.
But it's, like, funny, yeah.
It's all funny and in good faith. He will do something dumb and bullshit, but it's probably on you, and he probably just outplayed you.
Sometimes you need an abrasive hero, and that's not even an anti-hero. It's just like a, I need a Ryuji in my life, I need a Ryuji in my life who'll just say some shit. But they're still a good guy.
Oh, yeah.
Still a hero.
And that's what
Jackie's a hero. So where did we put Luke again? Luke was villain, but...
You not see him, he's right on the tier list. You not see him.
Huh?
You not see his face.
He's right there.
It's right there.
Which tier is that? I can't read.
It was an anti-villain.
Anti-villain, gotcha. I was just checking something later. Okay.
Imagine I'm wrong.
Wouldn't that be funny?
No,
I'm pretty sure you're correct.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay. Let's keep getting through the rest of Durham, actually. Because there's someone very important we actually haven't talked about. That's Suzu, actually. I want to get through Suzu and Wicked eventually. Leave that Wicked kid.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay. Suzu? First of all, Suzu is in the same realm of, does a shitload for the scene, actually.
Yes.
Suzu does so much for the scene. I talked about this in the chat the other night. I've never seen someone better at seeding.
Yeah.
Suzu's the best seeder ever, because she gets so into it.
She is very intricate, and I really appreciate how intricate she is about all of that.
She looks up very in-depth, she goes on every individual player's, start GG databases, and, finds who they are, if they have a Twitter, where they're from, to figure out, if there's any clashes and stuff like this.
Probably knows more about everyone in this entire list, parasocially.
Probably, actually.
Not interacted, just knows everyone in this entire list.
I have a funny story to share, actually.
Yes.
One of the first NSCs of second year, so that was when the main team at that time was, Jester, Chex, me, and, Lee.
Right.
So it's kind of an all-star cast.
Banging.
All-star cast. Yeah. Suzu, me and Suzu got together in the mathematics and computer science building because we just happened to see each other while we were going to lectures and stuff.
Yes.
And I walk over, I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm looking up every single team in the NSE website, right? There's 15, 20 teams probably.
And it's 5.
Going through every individual player, finding if they have a tag or a Twitter, writing down their tags or Twitters, and then finding how good they are, roughly, on a scale of 1 to 10. Including potential relevant wins indicating characters they're strong against. And she did this for every single team in the entire tournament. And it was an incredibly comprehensive document.
So good. I rate that so highly. The fact you're going to put so much effort in for it. Was she even playing on the team?
She's playing Team 2.
Yeah, she's playing in Team 2.
She's playing Team 2 for craft.
So much effort.
Team 2 was Suzu, Wicket, and Luffy.
It's really funny.
It's just...
I highly rate that level of effort that you do just to edge out a little victory or knowledge.
Genuinely. She puts in a shitload of effort for the actual scene. She's pretty fun, these characters, too. The Min and Aegis are kind of trolling, but she doesn't really play those in bracket. She plays Corrin and Byleth, which are fine characters.
But you know what?
Yeah?
I wouldn't put her in hero, though.
Yeah?
I think she's an anti-hero.
She has a dark streak.
She does have a dark streak.
She has a dark streak.
And she does, sometimes, when I see her in the lower ends of losers bracket,
pulls out min-mins.
See the min-min.
I see the min-min.
See the duck hunt.
Duck hunt!
And I see these characters which are filled with pain and agony only to give to the...
And you know what? She's having the time of her life.
She only wants to give pain to others. But it's one of those, chaotic good. You know?
Deep within... Let's be clear. I follow Suzu's private Twitter. Deep within Suzu is a psychopath. Deep within Suzu is a insane Patrick Bateman character. Okay? Let's be clear.
Patrick Bateman.
She is. She's Patrick Bateman. She is the American Psycho.
Do you think she probably would pass around Uma Musume characters like the business card scene? Just be like,
Absolutely. She passes you her gacha profile page.
yeah.
Says, oh my god, they've even got the 5-star Fell Dragon Dreamer.
She's an anti-hero.
Honest answer. Speaking of these fools, these freaks, this Wicket kid. Where do I start with this kid? Like, okay. You know what?
Uh-huh.
Wicket is one of these people who I love to watch, but I secretly never want him to win.
Yeah. Wicket as a guy, man.
And just I love him, but I love and even just the way he plays. Think about all his characters, like Game and Watch, Wolf.
Game and Watch. The way
Lucina
he
was wrong.
plays Wolf. The way it's the play style. Rosalina.
I love
it's
you,
runaway
Kitchen
kitchen gun.
I love you,
It's
Kitchen
runaway
Gun.
blaster. He goes, I like this non-interaction. I'm gonna love it even more.
But you know what? He doesn't camp quite hard enough to be a true villain. Because he'll always shoot like 3. I've said this before. Wick has the thing he does. He goes full screen, shoots 3 lasers, and then does run in there.
Yeah.
Like he
can't
never.
resist it. He can't go full degenerate.
It's just silly enough.
Yeah.
And you know what? The way everyone because Wicket is one of these people that everyone like hates on as a joke.
Mhm.
Everyone hates on Wicket as a bit. There are people in here, there are people who see Meerkat playing Min like Min.
Yeah.
People see Wicket play and they're like, shit yourself, Wicket. Because it's just fun.
Yeah. Just like people be chatting shit about Wicket.
I think he's clown tier, bro.
He's kind of clown.
He's kind of clown tier. Just someone who's like kind of trolling. He's kind of just having the time of his life out there,
Yeah.
He's kind of having the
He's
time.
just having fun. I don't.
At a cost.
At a cost
At a cost.
of the way he plays the game.
Speaking of people having fun at a cost, actually, I've been eyeing them up.
Yeah.
Someone Taylor the Toaster, some Isaac.
I love Isaac.
I love Isaac. Isaac's
Isaac.
so funny.
There's only one place that he goes though,
Yeah.
and he knows it. And it's the characters he plays. It is!
It is!
It is!
It is!
I love Isaac so much, I'd take him anywhere.
But he'll get one clip in a season. It'll be the
Yeah.
nicest clip you ever see.
Awesome. Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide. Isaac is one of the most supportive people I've ever had in my entire life. I love Taylor Toaster so much, Isaac. However,
Isaac just lives his life, has a fun time. He loves it. He enjoys what he's doing. But it's the way his Rob dude is so cheesy.
so
His Rob's so cheesy, but in such a funny way.
I need to talk about this.
Yeah,
So Isaac loves Smashdowns.
he does.
Isaac loves Smashdowns.
He does.
He'll play Smashdown with me. We'll play for drinks. We'll do for anything. We love Smashdowns, and I love Isaac for it. If you play Isaac in a Smashdown, and he is a stock ahead,
You know the vibes.
that forward button is filled with dust. It is hold back central, and he is amazing.
He said such a funny quote
Yeah,
when he played Connor. You know when Connor won against him Game 5?
yeah.
As soon as the set was done, they both stood up, and I think Isaac said something like, "Who taught you to camp as much as I do?"
He's a real big camper, and he knows it, and he's amazing at camping. Because unlike Wicked, he will just sit back and not interact at all. And now
Why
you're
should-
forced to approach it. He's got gyro, he's going to shoot laser, and he's going to play It Is as well.
It is.
Yes!
It is.
Don't know. It is.
Phrasing it.
The Min Min. Not the Min Min, it's the Me Gunner.
Okay.
It's the Me Gunner, and It Is will camp you out. And it's the biggest hamper playstyle I've ever seen in my entire life. However, it did teach me how to play against campers, and I really
It's
like
actually
that.
really helpful.
Because if you can play... You're not going to play against Curry Governor or a Genix. You're going to play against Taylor the Toaster. Taylor the Toaster is going to nair on your shield and dash back gyro. You need to learn how to
And laser in neutral.
And laser in neutral. If you don't know how to deal with that, you're going to lose to Tail the Toaster, and you're not going to win the tournament. That's how you.
That's how it is. That's how
Isaac
it is.
is a villain.
It's actually funny, you know, because I've mentioned this before, you know. I was a big Inazuma 11 head.
Yeah.
I watched Isaac's content way before I ever met him. Way before I met him, I watched
love it.
And that...
Big content.
If this was a me personal tiers, for that alone, I would put him in hero tier.
Yeah.
But this isn't a me tier list type here. This isn't me. This isn't for me. This isn't me yapping here.
This is specific, categorized, official, mid-tier
talks.
Villain tier.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Alright.
Since we've talked about me's, there's one me left on this list.
I was gonna say, we gotta cover all of these three in roughly the same amount of time, probably.
Because they are similar level.
I'm curious how much because I've talked to these three all at least a little bit. I'm curious if you've talked to Scorp or RTG much.
So I have had very passing arguments. I've had the bracket experience with them. I've had RTG just like talk about bracket. When we've been to like, hello, how you doing? And like talk about like why you play these characters.
Yeah.
Me Sword Fighter, bottom 3 character, probably.
Very bad character.
Very, very bad character. I don't know a lot about RTG. Please explain. Please talk your stuff.
RTG's having fun. RTG's is there for a good time, you know. I think. Oh, I'm trying to remember exactly how it went exactly, but I believe RTG and I think Rides were friends.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why, like, you know, like they came down and stuff, right? Because they got told like, oh, go to the Smash tournament.
Yes.
Because I'll be there. So they're kind of there for banter, you know what I mean? Mm. You know one thing I appreciate about RTG more than absolutely anything? Yeah. RTG will lose to someone in like winners round 1 or losers round 1, playing me Sword Fighter, like gets 2-0 or whatever, or like loses a clutch 2-1, stuff like this. Come to me, biggest smile on his face. And he will tell me exactly every single time, pinpoint, he'll say, yep. He'll be like, it was 1-2 to name of the person who won. I played me Sword Fighter for all games they played, and it'll give me exact every time, like biggest smile on his face, like he's having a good time. Yeah. And he'll like sit around for friendlies and stuff as well, you know. Yeah. Like he chills around and he hangs around.
Very chill.
I don't think he's like a grinder like that, you know what I mean? But he puts in the effort and he like is thinking about, you know, he's just having fun with bracket. Yeah. Which I think is all you can really ask for at the end of the day, especially from the Durham scene as it is, right? Yeah. You know, that's the best you can ask from the scene is just someone having fun.
Since you've said all of that, in my head I see RTG as like a passing civilian of the game.
Honest civilian.
Just a passing civilian, and therefore I think almost for the opposite reason we have Riley.
For Riley, and neither are like.
But like they have.
Riley does not know what they are. RTG knows exactly what they are. They're just the guy. They're just chilling.
Just to have fun. Riley's there to game.
Yeah.
And it's really funny that they're in the same tier. But I think that's where RTG belongs.
It's actually fun. I would agree. I would agree as well. I would probably agree. It's interesting too, you know, because actually on this topic of like these three down here, I actually want to talk about Toxic Scorp. Again, I don't know if you've talked to Toxic Scorp much either.
I've had very passing interactions, not a lot though.
Sure. So Toxic Scorp, actually is interested, is a little more interested in like getting better at the game though, the sort of thing. A little bit more than I think RTG is necessarily, which is quite interesting. I think my favorite thing about Toxic Scorp has like a Venom thing going on.
What's the Venom thing?
Well, Toxic Scorp really likes Corrin, but acknowledges that Pyramithra is super broken.
Yeah, okay, right.
They like Corrin, but they really want to play Pyramithra. Because they're super pro. And they'll like lose with like Pyramithra and then go Corrin or like vice versa. And it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's a little funny. A little bit of like Venom symbiote. It's like tasting the power of like Nair and stuff. And you know, I feel like Toxic Scorp is someone I want to see do well as well, because I know Toxic Scorp is interested in doing better as well. I watched their set against, I think it was them against Kitty Summoner against Kuhn at the Arcadian. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if you watched it.
I don't have the chance to.
No worries. So basically, they played in pools, and I think Scorp was seeded to win, but they lost a pretty clutch game 3, I think, to Kuhn's Min Min.
Oh, right.
Because Min Min Aegis is already losing,
fucked up.
And it's very hard to play at that level.
Yes.
At that level, it's a very hard matchup to play, to be honest. And Dota just wants to be like better, I think. I think whenever they show up, they play the game. They'll go like 0-2 or 1-2, like sure. But they are there to play the game, and they'll play friendlies, and they're there to do well. And this is sort of the same like Durham level, right? Where it's like people on the lower end, I look at, I'm just like, I just want you to do well, because it's just a lot of people who are interested in doing well.
Yes.
Right? That being said, I am going to put Scorpion anti-hero, because they have the symbiote.
They do have... When you've got a symbiote on your shoulder...
Some of us have demons.
He's like this character, but why would you do that when you have God?
Yeah,
Why?
It's like, listen, I could try to do it in base form, or I could go Super Saiyan Blue and try to win with Super Saiyan Blue.
Point! I've got Paramithra. Balked. Walking. Stupid.
I could.
I just win.
I could.
For that character.
Dash attack and nair. and Pyra F-tilt and etc. And yeah, you know. I would love to see them do better as well. There's a lot of these people. And in a similar vein, actually, like I mentioned, like they're all three kind of together, is Sonj. First time I ever played Sonj, I forget if I told you this. I played Sonj from my Dark Pit, because it was like winners round 1, and I was like, I don't care, I'll just play that. Yeah, go on. And I never played Sonj before, so I was interested to see how they would do. And you know what? Game 1, I played their Fox. I had to clutch up, actually. I almost lost.
You said this. I remember this story.
I almost lost game 1. I was down, and I was like, shit, hold on, I gotta lock in. So I locked in quite hard for the next like 2 stocks in 1. I was like, okay. And game 2 was quite similar, except it was almost the inverse. I got ahead early on, and then Sonj started doing different stuff and adapting a little bit, and I almost lost, but I won.
Yes.
I was like, okay, cool. I was like, cool.
I think Sonj has what Juliet describes as the juice.
The juice.
Someone has the potential to really learn the game. And even though they're at such a low level right now, I think they have potential to really grow and improve as a player.
Part of it, I found this out a couple weeks ago, I think. Sonj is a big platform fighter player of every other platform fighter that isn't AWP, basically. Like...
That's really funny.
He's posted some of them in the... I forget what... Oh, man, he posted them in chat. Apparently, he like played a shitload of multiverses when that came out. He's played like games like that a lot. So he has a lot of fundamentals, and it shows. It shows when I play against his like Fox, especially.
Yes.
I play against his Fox. I'm like, this is not a bad Fox. Like Fox is not a piss easy character to play against people who are like better than you.
Yeah.
But he's playing it well. And to be honest, I think he should stick with the Fox over the Puff. If he wants to play Puff because he enjoys Puff, fair enough. Mid-tier. Fox is broken.
Fox busted.
It's broken. Busted character. Like...
So for the tier, though, I would also put them right next to Toxic Scorpion and Anti-Hero.
We got a little bit of symbiote.
But the symbiote Jigglypuff's there.
We're smoking symbiotes.
People got symbiote. When you're at that level, though, it's really easy to be like, is it my character or is it just me? I need you, Toxicop and Soldier, if you do listen to this, I need you to both understand.
Yes.
Play your main character, learn the game. There's a lot about you as a person that you can improve on, and I promise you you're not held back by your character. As representing mid-tiers of mid-tier talks that are PR'd level in both NE and Durham, we're not amazing, we're not god tier like, but at least we can...
Well, I'm the GOAT, but...
He's the GOAT.
I'm the GOAT.
But we can understand what it's like to not believe in your character. I need you guys to understand there's a lot you can improve on as your person. Stick to your one character, there's a lot you can learn, and I promise you guys you can improve a lot of where you're at, but that symbiote gotta go.
You've got to get the symbiote. I mean, it's interesting, because
Unless you believe in that symbiote and you're like, you know what, if I really don't want this, I'll go with my symbiote.
Let's be clear.
In the soul.
Okay, let's be clear. In the Spider-Man comics, the symbiote is not necessarily a bad thing.
Yes.
Okay? The symbiote is a bad thing when you have a toxic mentality while you have the symbiote. This is Spider-Man canon.
It is.
This is real. This is true and real. If you want to play the symbiote and you want to work with the symbiote, it's not a parasite, it's a symbiote for a reason.
Yeah.
If you want to work with the symbiote, work with the symbiote. Okay? And be one with the symbiote. Okay? And it's like, I'm in my symbiote arc right now.
Yes.
I'm symbioting up. I'm looking at a broken top tier like Wolf.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I don't know about top, like, definitely low end of top tier, probably.
Oh, yeah.
I would say. But, like, very strong character, because you know what? I'll win. I'd win. I'd win. And if I'm willing to work, and it's like for a little while, my the symbiotes were characters that I didn't want to play, or like I didn't have the mentality for to play with, like Cloud. I was like, I don't want to play Cloud.
Yeah.
The character's boring. I don't want to play Cloud.
That's not fun.
But if you if you enjoy, the thing is, it's awkward as well when it's characters like Puff and Corrin, because these are characters that we've proved can work at top level.
They actually can, which is very surprising.
Yeah, Base Mage has proven. It is yet unproven that Ridley can work at all at even high level. Really, there's no Ridley players really, other than Mezcall, who's pretty good, and still gets randomly upset in brackets because he has to play shitty matches.
That's fine.
If you guys want to play Puff and Corrin, those characters can work, especially in Durham, because Durham is not good enough for as like a region for the matchups to matter that much, barring at the very higher level of it, where you've got stuff like Trinity just cleans up Luke every week because Shulk Mario sucks.
Lol.
So Luke's not, he just wins. He just loses, like King.
It's just kind of how it goes.
Just takes it. But I will win because it's even matchup Loki.
Yeah.
So, is what it is.
If you two ever want to improve on the game, come talk to me and I'll talk to you about the game. We'll play friendly sometime.
Absolutely. Okay. We've got one more person to deal with, who I just mentioned, as a matter of fact.
Very funny.
Trinners, Marcus, London
Trinity.
bloke.
Marcus Trinity might be one of a very blessed addition to the scene. However, I've been thinking about where to put him in this.
You hate Shulk.
No one likes Shulk.
I don't mind Shulk.
I know you don't mind because
Even matchup Loki.
It's an even matchup. I don't think there's a single soul that really enjoys fighting Shulk. However, Marcus has done real big help to improve himself and other people. Genuinely,
I
really try to understand the game.
I appreciate so much that as soon as I made that meta discussion forum channel, first of all, genius idea by me. My brain is massive. That's step one. Two, I'm so glad that frame one he started using it and posting in it. And he posted a little updates where he's like, hey guys, I'm going to post another guide soon about stuff. And I've seen people reading them, After he posted that last one about game plans, I literally looked over Luke's shoulder a couple hours later in the Jobo JCI, and Luke was sat there reading it. I was like, nice. People read these.
It's really fun. Funny thing about that document, five lines in, he contradicts Mutis.
What does Mute say?
So Mutis' thing where it's like, so in the I'm gonna go full story. So Trinity made a document explaining game plans. It's a really damn good document. If you want, go to the Dueg meta discussion channel. There's a one with Trinity tutorials. Really read them. Trinitorials. Legitimately, you should actually read them. They're really good for helping understanding the game. So you can really break down what you're doing as a person. It's about game plans. 5 lines in, the first thing that Trinity says is it's about building up your percentage against your opponent and winning neutral, and then taking stocks. It is not about taking 3 stocks to your opponent. Mutis
disagrees.
Mutis hard disagrees, and it's really funny when Mutis is like, the game doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is taking 3 stocks. It doesn't matter how you do it. If you kill your opponent at 10, congrats, you're doing it. You're winning. And it's really funny to see the dichotomy of Shulk player saying this with Smash Art cheese. While having the Peach fucking combo to hell. However, Marcus understands the game, and I really.
It's interesting because I think Marcus is correct with it. Marcus is correct within a certain amount of it, where it's the fact is, a majority of characters in the game, what Mutis is talking about is how to win.
Yeah.
Mutis is explaining how to win. Trinity was talking about, Marcus was not talking about how to win, he was talking about how to understand the game.
Yeah.
And I think those are 2 different things. Because if I choose to win, I will play Steve. Or, I don't know, potentially Min. I would play Steve, or Kazuya, or Game & Watch, where what Mutis is saying is actually quite accurate.
Yes.
If I'm playing any random character, Ridley can't really kill people at 0 consistently. I have to play this hit and run, hit 1, hit 2 game plan.
Yeah.
In which instance, for a majority of characters, Marcus is correct. And framing the game from that lens makes more sense towards a general audience of lower level players. Whereas Mutius's point is he's obviously saying once you get to a higher level, the focus becomes less on, oh, I need to win neutral more, and more on, oh, I need to extend my advantage state more. And I think that's fair. I think that makes sense. So it's an interesting little perspective thing, I guess.
I think Marcus goes under hero but thinks they're a villain. For the sake of, they are a hero. Marcus is a hero. And that's... I think Marcus is a hero.
Does he think he's a villain?
I think he thinks he's a villain because other people complain about Shulk. Because I have mid-set, after losing one game, after getting, like, cheesed at 60, went... Shulk cheated!
Cheater!
Because, like, Shulk cheats you, but that's the game, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like Marcus probably feels a little bit resentment, but Marcus puts a lot of effort into the
It
game.
is. I don't know if he does feel resentment.
So where would you put Marcus then?
I would put him at the very highest end of anti-hero.
I think that's a fair shout.
I don't think he thinks he's a villain. And to be fair, let's be clear, the shit that Shulk is doing is is cheating.
Yes.
His character is cheating.
Absolutely cheating.
But like
Uses villainous acts, but is going in the right direction for fundamentals and fundies of the game.
And at the end of the day, like, I'm not being funny or anything, but Shulk is a character that, as the player, you do genuinely have to believe in Shulk to some extent.
Yeah.
Because his character's not really got results. And people have been saying, this is Potential Man, the character, and he always has been.
Got potential, guys.
He's been Potential Man since Smash 4.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, he's always been Potential Man, and it is what it is. So, to play Shulk and to solo play Shulk, you have to have a little bit of commitment to the character, I guess. Which Marcus does have, and I respect that. And he puts a lot of effort into learning stuff about the character and how it works. And then, obviously, just the game as a whole. And I've seen his notes. I've seen that he has extensive matchup notes on the whole, like, Durham PR. Simply one about these Shulk players in UK, they play, like, kind of annoying, they might play kind of lame. They put hella effort into the game. Like, Robbie puts hella effort into the game.
They fucking do. They be VOD reviewing, like, once a week minimum. They be putting in, like, grinding, like, whether that's online.
I don't think I've ever VOD reviewed in my life at ult. Not for ult.
People be gaming, and I really respect that from other Shulks, and Trinity is absolutely one of them. Definitely up there, and definitely top 2 in Durham right now.
The only thing I'll give Marcus is that he's a little bit... Other than the character, he's a bit of a taunter.
He's a bit of a taunter.
He taunts a little bit.
But he loves it.
On Twitter, he's such a shitter, it's so funny.
It's really good.
I love his Twitter. Because Marcus is one of these... Because people on Twitter take things very for real, you know what I mean? Because people don't really know each other and all this shit. Yeah. Marcus just says shit because he thinks, as far as he's concerned, like, Twitter is just inherently... Everything on there is a joke. It's all a joke. He doesn't really care about any of it. So, I can respect the type of person who will just say shit because it's jokes, right? It's memes. And shit like this, right? So, I respect it.
Okay.
I respect it. Now.
This feels like we can't categorize this because it's 2 of us. However, I'll talk about you.
You think about me.
I will yap about you because you are my friend and you're sat here next to me. And as you play a very honest playstyle.
Honest mid-tier.
You do understand the game. No one else has ever parried my aerial and turn around jabbed me. And no one has ever done that because of the restrictions of...
Broken controller, by the way.
Yeah, on a broken controller.
Broken controller, by the way. R button doesn't work, stick doesn't work.
Fucked up controller. Still doing parry jab, which no other character could do because everyone else would just, like, fucking grab or F-tilt. No, I'm gonna go for the jab.
That's the fucked up thing, right? That's the fucked up thing, you know, like, grab at that position as well is, like, it could be hard to get grab there as well because it's hard to say if you're gonna, which way you're gonna cross me up necessarily. Yeah. I presume it's gonna be a cross-up, so I'll jab. But also, even if you're still on my other side, or, like, you're inside of me, my jab will work.
Yes.
If you're popping to my right side, my grab won't work. So jab will... Also, plus, obviously, jab just has the damage advantage.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So, I've thought about this a lot.
Yeah.
But the characters that you play are Ridley, Hero, Sephiroth, and Wolf. Those are, like, the main 4 thing.
It depends. The thing is, I want to hone in on one of them eventually. I wanted to drop Hero for Seth, but I didn't get around to it.
But the thing is, those characters are annoying as hell to deal with, and you're amazing at keeping people out.
I love my mid-range. I adore mid-range zoning in fighting
You love
games.
mid-range zoning,
I love
which
mid-range.
is very degenerate playstyle. However, you as a person, basically up there with scene duct tape. The Durham scene low-key kind of dies without you, and I mean that with my heart. So you're not a villain, but you're not a full hero. You have the tools. I would put you in.
I'm an honest anti-hero.
You're an honest anti-hero.
I would agree. I think me and Trinity are very close to each other.
Yeah.
Like me, Trinity, Suzu we're the unholy Trinity.
Yes, the
we're
Trinity
evil little people
of anti-heroes who have dastardly tools. But
and the thing is,
the honest I've ever seen.
When I hit someone with down throw skewer, you know I'm hitting the fattest. To myself.
It's like, I'm done.
Like I will giggle and laugh. Did I ever tell you the story the first time I played Wicket?
No.
Very first time I ever played Wicket in bracket, I played Ridley into his wall.
Yeah.
And I'm like, every time I hit him with side B, I like take one hand off the control and I go. I literally just go. I do like this.
Doing bits with Wicket is hilarious.
I know. He like didn't know me really yet.
Yeah.
The funniest part. He didn't know me. He did that. And then when I took a stock with like a down tilt like air dodge F smash read, I pressed down taunt and I whispered just audibly enough for him to hear. I go, I'm big. I'm big. I'm big. I miss doing that. I miss I'm big.
Doing bits with Wicket is
my favorite thing in the world. Right. But the thing is, he was so confused because he never played before. So he met me like the same day.
It's funny you do that on the same day you met him.
It's just funny. It's so funny. And then I won and we go, GG's.
I mean, that's why you're an anti-hero though.
Honest anti-hero. Honest anti-hero. Okay. So let's talk about Joker. Let's talk about Bone Joker, okay? This honest mid-tier right here. Honest mid-tier. The way that you play Joker specifically, I respect, because you play Joker within the world that you know that you're looking for. You're looking for edge guards and you're looking for kill confirms, which is the fun part of Joker. You are not a what's the word? Inherent gun camper.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see a matchup and go, I will gun camp this. You see matchups where you have to gun camp and say, I will gun camp this.
Kazuya.
Kazuya,
that's it.
Literally Kazuya, exactly. But like, that's every character on Kazuya. Yeah. So, that's what it is. But every other character, you will do legitimate, like, and you know, I think this is what determines whether I decide zoning is heroic or not. Partially is whether there's the thing about zoning in fighting games, where zoning, effective zoning comes with risk. To be effective in zoning, you have to apply risk to yourself. Riskless zoning will never be effective. It's unless you're playing like a turbo top 1 broken character.
Yes.
Like, Steve is the only character that I would describe as riskless zoning.
You can just shit on minecart and you will never be punished.
Yeah.
There's no downside at all.
And this is the same for every fighting game.
Yes.
Right? I would say that, like, in Street Fighter 6, JP was a top 1 character because he had very riskless zoning. And it's been nerfed a little bit now. It's a little more risk attached to it. But, like, this is the same for a lot of fighting games. You know, Happy Chaos, broken. Why? Riskless zoning. Jump back, you know, dash back, throw orb, throw decoy, shoot. Riskless. And it's an algorithm. I can tell when I'm watching someone play, because I've played fighting games for long enough, when there is a risk to the neutral they're playing and when there isn't. Because, for instance, people will describe, like, I've told this before, melee people who really like Mango will watch Mango play, and they'll be like, oh, he just holds forward. Not true. Incredibly incorrect. When he loses, he holds forward.
Yeah.
When Mango's playing well, you see what he's doing. He's wave dashing in and out. He's entering threat range, leaving threat range, back airing threat range. You know, shooting laser to cover areas, and then back airing the threat range. You know, he is staying within that mid range where he is applying a threat, but there is also a threat on him, and weaving out just as fast as he's entering.
Yeah.
And that is the basis of neutral, obviously. And that's how everyone should really be playing neutral, unless your character is very silly, and you can kind of just shit out points. But like, otherwise, it's expected that you should be, you know, you sit around the 2/3 screen, shoot gun, shoot gun, shoot gun, but you will, you know, then do like the dash in and you'll go for like back air and because you want to bait the other person to do something, because you're not going to win
a
on
reaction from the other person.
Yeah.
That's my game plan. I'm playing second. I'm not hitting first.
Yeah.
Because Joker doesn't have approach options other than net.
Which really is the goal of most characters. Most zoners and sorties and stuff, the goal isn't necessarily to land on shields and press buttons. The goal is to incentivize the other person to interact first by pretending that you've done something wrong. And that's bait and punish. Which, by the way, you play Joker is, like, pretty real. It's pretty real, it's not very gimmicky. It's like very fundamental, like it's a very real Joker. And especially, I think it's fair to say, you're one of the heroes of the NE scene as a whole, because the difference between me and you is you put in effort. You want to win.
Yeah, I do.
You want to win.
I always want to win.
I don't really give a shit. I don't really care. You actually want to win. And when people watch you play at tournaments and events and stuff, they watch you and they're like, I want forward, ring, ring.
I should have dial up. Maybe the way I'm calling everyone enough to call.
And they are not picking up.
Yeah, I had to go in game 5 last hit. It ain't going well, though.
Hey, Bowser Jr. mentioned, but like... Anyway, yeah, honest high tier, by the way, Bowser Jr.
Yeah, very true. Yeah,
Dishonest high tier. Yeah, you play a pretty real Joker. Like, it's not quite the same as, like, I don't know, like, for instance, I would put, like, Foster Golden lower, because that is a campy Joker.
That is a very campy.
That is someone who is dedicated to, like, I'm not going to interact, it's not happening.
It's my goal, by the way, though.
Go. No.
Online Joker.
Camping is based, but also, you're a villain for doing it. It's just how the world works.
Yes.
It's how it is.
How it goes.
And that's why I think, all things considered, I think wholeheartedly that you have to be a hero. I think you have to be a hero because you put in the effort. This is the difference between you and then like me and like Suzu and like even like like even some of the other people around here. Like even like we can't see Luke, but if he was here,
What do you mean? He's right there.
Sorry, there he is.
Yeah,
He's smiling at me.
Yeah.
I think it's really funny because I'm probably not adding it in post until the end, but so it's actually not going to show up in the edit. But anyway, you want to be better. And that is the number one thing that endears anyone to me in the scene is when they just want to be better. Yeah. And they're putting very active, constant steps towards it. And they're the type of person who will lose and immediately be like, all right, we go next.
Okay.
Not only say, all right, we go next, but immediately say like, okay, we go next, and also I can explain why I lost. If someone loses and they can't explain why they lost, then usually I'm like, you're on a dark path.
Yeah.
You're on the path of no fundies.
Like, here's a good thing. This is just a bit of advice for everyone. If you lose or get upset or just lose in general and you're really struggling what to work on, spend your next time, like free time, what you would usually use for studying, to learn about a specific matchup that you were learning on. Like, when I lost to Monster Truck, DDD, for example, I got really upset. I was frustrated. I couldn't really find an answer. But the next day, I was like, I'm going to learn all of DDDs and how to play against them. I would look up VODs, learn how to play against DDD. I'm like, alright, okay, so Gordo sucks. This is what Gordo does. You can actually just shoot with a gun.
Yeah. Oh wait, Gordo sucks.
Yeah, Gordo actually sucks. Here's what you can do at ledge with a Jet Hammer. There's no super armor when it's in the air.
Yep.
You can turn around with Jet Hammer so you can't roll, things like that.
Oh, no super armor in the air, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so when DDD jumps, it's got no super armor, so you can actually just hit him out of it. And I was like, okay, well, here's my new game plan. All right, I can play it, I can camp. Here's the things I'm looking for. I can look for fair. DD's approaches are quite bad. Nair's quite a risky thing, but they go for it a lot, so be on the lookout for that. You can bait out all these options.
DD has to go for it, because his areas are shit.
Yeah, they're all bad. So after learning that, I then won versus Monster Truck, and I was pretty calm about it. And it goes to show, once you put in the effort with your character and learn about your matchups and learn how to apply it specifically, even though you get upset, it's not your last tournament. You can always go back into it, you know?
For we go back, and like, it's for me, right? Like, I lost to Jester a bunch of times because I just didn't believe in my character in the matchup. I didn't believe in Ridley Yoshi as a matchup. Mm-hmm. And then I just actually stopped and thought about it. Yeah. I was like, nah, I could win this. I think I'd win this.
There's a trick to this.
Yeah, I was like, it's a trick to this matchup. And then I played it, and I applied what I felt would work, and it worked. And I won by a lot. Like, it's just how it is. When I think it helps as well. When you play, like, weird, tricky characters, you get even better at that sort of thing. Because the thing about Ridley is Ridley's such a... I don't want to call him a fundamental character, necessarily. But, like, he's such a... everything he does is based around the toolkit that is his normals.
Yeah.
Like, and everything comes back to which normal should I be using correctly.
Ridley plays the Ridley game, but there's fundamentals behind those options. It's like the option select is way more important.
Let me put it this way.
Yes.
When you play a character like Insane, everything hovers around usually your specials and your usage of your specials, which a lot of people would argue is gimmicky.
Yeah.
Because it's something no other character has access to Revenge Whip.
No.
You can't do Revenge Command Down. Ridley has terrible specials across the board, except Space Pirate Rush and Plasma Breath are okay. They're okay. So whenever you're losing a matchup, the answer is literally you have to move better and you have to use better buttons. And that's the answer to every single matchup in the game.
Yes.
Like genuinely, it's like, oh, I have to use my buttons better. So it's hard because you have to diagnose the correct button. You know, it's not just a matter of, oh, I need to get my win con, I need to get my revenge win con more. It's not like Sephiroth where it's like, oh, I need to increase my survivability and live longer so I can utilize wing. It's like, no, I need. It's like, where am I losing? Well, I'm losing aerially. I'm losing in the air. So should I be air to airing with forward air?
Yeah.
Maybe not, because the character's got these like disjoints. Maybe okay, maybe I should be staying grounded. Like that's like Ridley Palutena, right? It's like I should never be. It's like I keep getting hit by Nair because my areas are loose. So I should be staying grounded. So clearly I should work on my usage of down tilt, my usage of F tilt, angled. I should be hitting my 2 frames on warp with F tilt. I should be, hitting consistent like grabs and tomahawk grabs whenever the Palutena isn't pushing, right? I should be getting good grabs and getting good kills off of grab. And this sort of thing. I shouldn't be using my specials because I'll just get auto reticle, I'll just get explosive flame, I'll just die. There's no point.
You will perish.
Exactly. And playing those types of characters teaches you how to figure out how to play certain matchups better, in my opinion. Which is why I think I don't find Yoshi or Shulk an issue, because those are matchup problems. So I learned the matchup. I lost to Trinity once, and then I've beat him every other time. I think when we played against, I'd maybe lose. Because I'm kind of rusty at the moment.
Rusted. Not a lot playing the game.
I've been busy. But like, Yoshi, I've upset Yoshis from out of region because I just understand the match. It's not even a player thing. I comprehended the matchup on a lower level. So therefore, I was able to beat those characters. Because at the end of the day, the answer to every Ridley matchup, and I would say to a majority of Joker matchups, is you have to pick the better button more in the correct situations.
Very true.
It's not like, when you play Pika, it's not, oh, I need to click the better button more. Usually it's, oh, I should have played neutral with T-Job better.
Yeah.
Because the character revolves around it. Luigi, oh, I should have got more 0 to death.
I should have just hit my execution.
I should have hit the 0 to death, right? Exactly. Like, Cloud, oh, I need to time my back airs better.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the answer to a majority of matchups. And I would argue a character that our thing applies to actually is Mega Man.
Yeah.
I think Mega Man has to be very different depending on matchup. So Steve's very good.
Because with Mega Man, it's all these setups, but all of these neutral buttons and finding your exact opportunity. It's where, like, Mega Man's got really good, like, buttons, amazing buttons, good movement stats. It's all about finding your opportunities, which is why Steve's there.
Yeah, that's why Steve's like, oh, it's really good. And yeah, I would argue that that sort of thing applies to a lot of these characters in the hero tier, actually, a little bit. It was like, when you get further down here, it becomes more about, like, did I hit my random kill confirm?
Yeah.
Did I camp with my broken projectile enough? Like that's what it comes down to for like, that's definitely what it is for, like, like Greninja or like Falco, Insane, even like even like Yoshi. I would argue a lot of it comes down to am I getting my confirms that deal 60? Like type thing.
They're fucked up.
It's like, yeah, and then it caps off with like, was I camping enough? Which is like Sephiroth. That's like sometimes Greninja. It can be like DDD.
Yeah.
Definitely Rob. Like Palutena can be like that. But Palutena's weird. But yeah, I would put you in hero tier.
Okay.
I think.
Thank you very much.
Which fills out, I think, the whole tier list.
That is the definitive heroes and villains of all of Durham, plus some NEs.
Absolutely. Like, there's no questions, by the way.
There is no. This is definitive. This is the correct answer. I do not care what you say about this opinion. I am correct. And
Well, we are correct.
We are correct.
We are correct.
Because we are the mid-tier.
We understand the fundamentals game better than anyone else.
Yeah.
Because we play the most honest mid-tier fundamental game.
Us.
So
Sorry, it's just how it goes, alright? Me and my buddy Arsene, we're going to tell you how to play this game. And we're going to teach you that we are just better and we are correct.
Yep.
Very unfortunate.
That's right. That's right.
Thank you very much for listening to Mid-Tier Talks.
And hopefully see you for another one.